Like this. Hit it.
The Roger Report live morning show, weekdays at 9 a.m.
Say y'all, I was on Roger's panel a few times and I couldn't take it. The heat. I got out the kitchen. It was hot. I was sweating. I had to get out.
He's Roger, and he's right.
Check this out.
Agreement by which we can live or die. You choose. I have spoken to you a lot of times in hatred and anger, and you have not heard me. Well, you had better hear me today. If you won't listen to me when I make an appeal for the Negroes because you have no concern for the Negroes, listen to me when I make an appeal for America. You claim you love America. Well, we love America. But you are driving us back and you are making a Samson out of us, and we are going to pull down the pillars. And then you think we have no right to ask for something? Is it too much to ask you to grant us human dignity? Should we be put down and shot to death for this request? If so, you can aim your guns. What the hell do you think we care about dying if you're going to deny us the right to live?
Good morning, folks, and welcome to another edition of the Roger Report Live, the best show on social media. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and take a moment out to hit that like button, because this is where you're going to find the best content on social media, and you don't have to worry about it because you're going to have me right here to make sure that happens. And if you've already been coming to the channel for a while, then go ahead and hit that like button, because you already know what time it is, and you know that this is where you're going to get the best content on social media. It's not a mystery to you at this point. You've seen other people do it. You've even seen people do it well. But what you have not seen is anyone do it quite the way I do it. So make sure you hit that like button. And everyone, yes, everyone, take a moment out to share the content, y'all. There are so many people who need to get great content like this. And it's just another way that you can help make the world be a better place. And isn't that what we want at the end of the day? Don't we want the world to be a better place? Of course we do. All right. So share it with your social media, share it through word of mouth, or even text someone's phone, but do what you got to do to help spread the word. All right, folks, today we are back with another interesting episode over here at the Roger Report Live. We are going to talk about, what should be a good string, maybe even somewhat of a fun string. We're going to do another installment of What If. Okay, because we can do our own what ifs. Shout out to Marvel, but we can do our own what ifs, and we're going to talk about what if reparations for FBAs are announced, y'all. What if reparations for FBAs are announced? Okay, let's actually talk about that. It was a great Dave Chappelle skit about this particular thing, but we're gonna talk about it and let's really, have some idea about what would seriously happen if they announce they're going to actually give black folks reparations, y'all. The FBA is going to get it. Now, am I saying it's going to happen anytime soon? Not at all. We should continue to ask for it, though. We definitely should continue to ask for it. But before we go too far into this, let me take a quick moment to say shout out to the people who come through and give views on a regular basis, because they all make up the fam around here. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you very much for what you do. Shout out to the people who leave comments after the stream, because you all are also helping, that algorithm grow. And I appreciate that big time when it comes to the Roger Report Live. Shout out to the people who they saved the hype for me. Okay, hype me up, hype me up. And I know you can't do it to everybody, but hype me up every chance you get. I definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. And of course, we appreciate everyone who hits that like button. Okay. Appreciate everyone who hits that like button. One of the most important things you can do around these parts. So thank you very much to everyone who does that. Okay. Also, shout out to the people who go above and beyond the call of duty. The people who become financial contributors over here at the Roger Report Live. I appreciate y'all big time. And I want to give a special shout out to the sponsor of today's stream, the Revelator. Shout out to the Revelator. He is the sponsor of today's stream. Appreciate you big time. Appreciate you big time. Appreciate you big time. Real talk, y'all. All money on the wood is good over here at the Roger Report Live. We appreciate every single one of y'all. And you know what? Let me give a few shout outs to some of the first people to check in this morning. Okay. And y'all know how we like to do it around here. First one in gets that spot. The Highlander of today's stream. My main man has done it again. Hot sauce is in the building. Hot sauce is in the building. Great to have you, brother. Great to have you. We got the righteous teacher in the house. Great to see you as well. We got Mr. Billy in the building, representing as he always does. Hashtag long live habitual line steppers. Hashtag Negroes in the wilderness. Hashtag dignity over vagina. Hashtag Al Gore's babies. Hashtag Hell Hydra. Shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to you. We got user op 1 in the building. Great to have you, brother. Red Lord Black Sigma is at the cool table. Brunk just sat down next to him. Appreciate you. Floyd Thompson just sat down next to him. Yay, yay. We got my main man, Chef Mike's Roundtable in the building. Great to see you. Great to see you. And shout out to the entire pit crew. Shout out to Mr. Shug TU. And shout out to J Dub. Glad to have y'all. Glad to have y'all. We have Stefan in the house. Great to see you, brother. Great to see you. Aja Bay is in the building. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Hey, Sora C, what's happening, my brother? What's happening? Great to see you, my friend. Tunnel Runner is here. Shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to you. Afro Merchant, what's up, my brother? What's up? Glad to have you. Boot Camp is at the cool table. Glad to see you. Glad to see y'all. We gonna get into this, y'all. Because, every once in a while, we got to have some serious discussion, but they should be fun sometime, too. I think this is a great one to have a little bit of fun with. Great one to have a little bit of fun with. And, y'all, reparations, something we know we deserve. Something America knows we deserve. Something probably most of the people on planet Earth know we supposed to get. Okay? But are they going to just give it to us? And that part, I don't know. It's something that it should always be asked for until it's received. Now I'm going to say, from a personal opinion, I do believe if they ever approve reparations, it's going to happen at a point where you don't hardly have any black people in America. I'm going to tell you that. All right. You're not going to have any black people in America to too much give anything out to. They're going to do something to make it, FBA people will get far less than what they should have. They'll try to make it seem fair if it's ever done. But now I'm hoping that I'm not right. I would love to see, an announcement in the next day or two. Real talk. I would love to see that. Okay. I would love to see that, but I don't think that's necessarily going to happen. I ain't rooting against it though. I'm definitely not rooting against it. They could make an announcement today, if you ask me, and get it popping, as they say. All right. Now, I know there's a lot of people who think it'll never happen. I totally understand why you have that belief. I totally understand. I ain't even mad at you. Real talk, I'm not even mad at you. All right? Not mad at you at all. It's a tricky thing. But, as Jesse Jackson would say, keep hope alive. keep hope alive. Okay. It's something that we definitely should keep hope alive for. And shout out to Stefan. He say money and tax exemption. Yeah, it shouldn't be taxed. I mean, it's literally money owed, so it shouldn't be taxed at all. They just need to drop the checks. Okay. Now, and of course they could. They just messing around. Especially nowadays, because you don't even technically have to go pick up a check. You just, hey, here's a bank account number. Here's a route number, here's a checking number, just send the money. Okay. But I do want us to be able to play with these thoughts for a little while. Now, if they made an announcement to get reparations, I'm gonna say it would be very interesting, y'all. It would be very interesting because how much time would go by when they make the announcement? So let's just say they announced they're going to start giving out reparations. Okay. The checks will start being dropped in a month. So from 1 to 6 months, you should be receiving your funds. You got anywhere between a month to 6 months. They're going to take 5 months looking at every citizen who would qualify, all the FBA people. Okay. As long as you qualify, you're 18 and over, you got a check coming. Now, again, so everyone should receive their money within 6 months, but no one will receive it for another month. So I'm gonna put a little bit of time in there. So you know the money coming, okay? You know the money coming, but you ain't got it quite yet. All right. Now people got jobs, people got plans, people got things they want to do, people got things they need to do, people need to handle certain business. And just to make it slightly more realistic, I guess, if this would ever actually happen, okay, in 6 months they'll take care of the people who are not serving time. If you happen to be serving time, you got to wait till you get out. That would be something right there. Because the government gonna play dirty some kind of way, y'all. The government gonna play dirty some kind of way. All right. Shout out to Hot Sauce. He said, Roger, how long should we wait? You know what? Since this is what I consider a more fun topic, come on, y'all can come on, because this should be somewhat of a fun topic, but some seriousness should be in there. I got somebody else backstage right now, so I'll go ahead and bring him up, and y'all can come on up. Okay, y'all can come on up for this particular topic. And shout out to Afro Merchant. I appreciate you big time, my brother. He says we could buy Spirit Airline and call it the Soul Plane. Hashtag Negroes in the Wilderness. Hashtag Long Live the Official Lifestyle. Shout out to you, Afro Merchant. Shout out to you. So I got my main man AL backstage. He was the first one to come up, so I'm gonna go ahead and let him get the mic and do his thing. The rest of y'all who want to come up, sure, I'm gonna let y'all come up slightly early this time, because this should be somewhat of a fun topic, even though there's some serious things to discuss in here. But go ahead, get the mic. AL, you got the mic, my brother. You got the mic. Do your thing. Glad to see you.
Good morning, Roger. Can you hear me? Good morning, Roger.
Yes, sir. I can hear you loud and clear. All right.
Peace to the chat. Long live the habitual law steppers. You know how we do. Yay. Anyway, you're talking about a far-fleeting illusion. Look, you know that, right? It's a far-fleeting illusion. But we gonna play along with your little fairy tale that you got going on today. Okay. Now, the way I see it, they go screw everybody that's incarcerated. They're gonna write all kinds of legislation. If you are convicted or have been convicted of a felony, you won't be eligible. I'm sorry. So all those brothers that were hoping to get something that are FBA, that are incarcerated, the government ain't gonna give you. So you can just 86 that count for Christmas on that. So kill your bitching, you ain't gonna get paid. Now everybody else that's a tax-paying citizen of this bullshit country, yeah, I said it, bullshit country, yeah, they gonna have to be owed something. And I'm thinking you gonna pay them what, like $3,000 a month for the rest of their lives, as long as they ticket, you know, because the government, they gonna put a cap on that. You know that they're not gonna give you an all outright lump sum. They're not gonna do it. So with that being said, to your little fantasy, Roger, good luck. I digress, but it's a false leading illusion, brother.
Okay, now remember, this is a what if. We're not talking about something that's happening anytime soon. So don't nobody misconstrue that I'm thinking we about to get a check. No. I think a check is going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of time between now and then. But it wouldn't be a what if it wasn't that particular point. And I'm gonna say, AL, I do. But you know, I respect the way that you're thinking, because yeah, the government would be trying to screw people over, but I don't think they could legitimately just say because you got a felony you can't get your check. That's why I said earlier.
How come? This is the United States of the white man's America. This is the white man's America. With the white man's
hey, yo, you just gotta put it in your mama name, man. Put it in your mama name, man.
Hey, did y'all hear what I said? If you're convicted or have a conviction, they're not gonna give you anything. Think about it. They won't give you a license if you're convicted of some things or you had a prior conviction. Look at here, man. These motherfuckers are sneaky and dirty. So come on, think logically. Think rationally.
I do get what you're saying, but it's to deny somebody, they would have to come up with a reasonable way to deny somebody. And when you talk about reparations, that's money owed. So you can't really use a felony for money owed.
They're not gonna give you that. They won't give you that. They won't give you
that. I hear you, brother. I hear you. I don't think you're gonna get a check at all too much. Okay. I think I just said for us to get a reparation check is gonna be a lot of time and a lot of work between then and now. Okay. So
did y'all hear? He said himself we don't think we go get. So why would you bring this subject up?
AL, we got other guests. Let's let the other guests get a take, brother. We don't want to fight from Jump Street. Let's let the other people get a take, my brother.
He's not going, Roger. He's not going.
I'm with you though. I
don't want peace. I want conflict.
All right. Let's get it though to Mr. Ruffin is in the building, so let's let him get in, and then we'll get Tunnel Runner, then Creator, then the Great Black Reset. Go ahead, Mr. Ruffin. How you doing, brother?
Thank you, Roger, but I'll wait my turn. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right.
My turn then.
Tunnel Runner,
go. Listen, I'm about to take that money to Panama. I'm about to have some test tube babies, 3 or 4 boys, and I'm going to raise them up overseas and bring them back to America to cause havoc. Now, but to make some things happen after they get to the age of 18. That's what I would do. I had about 3 boys, test tube babies, and raise them overseas, and they bring them back over here later on. That's what I would do with the money.
Okay, that's an interesting plan. They gonna hate you, so you gonna get the money and take it to another country. They don't like you. All right, Creator, you can go ahead and chime in then, my brother.
It's my money and I want it now. Meaning I want all mine right now. Don't smack my check out of my hand. I know exactly what to do with it. I know how brothers and sisters is. I know you love your J's and your crab legs and your barbecues and all your fashion and designer. So we at this finance company got a deal for you, right? Come on over here. We're gonna give you a percentage of your lump sum, and we're gonna allow you to pay that percentage that we gave you. You just heard me. The percentage that we just gave you, I'm gonna allow you to pay that back over the course of 50 years at a 25% interest rate. Good luck. Come on down.
Oh, usury right up top. God dang.
That must have been a stunner. Hello.
I got to move to a better
I think
location.
Roger got dropped.
I think Roger done
Move
fell
to a
out.
better
Roger
location.
got dropped. Great reset. You go before me. I need to do something. I need to do something.
Wash your hands, sucker.
I need to. Hold on. I'll come back.
Make sure you wash your damn hands.
Y'all know
Mr.
we ain't
Ruffin,
getting
go
this
ahead.
money. Yeah, Mr. Ruffin left. But y'all know we ain't getting this money. And y'all know this subject Roger put up today. It's a far-free illusion. It's so hypothetical. It's ridiculous. But
Okay.
I'm gonna keep playing along with y'all.
My bad, y'all. I'm back. I got knocked off. My bad. Okay. All right. Well, Great Black
Black
Reset.
Reset, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Oh man, what happened to hot sauce? I was finna ask hot sauce a question,
He
man.
said he got
He
something
fell
to
out.
do.
He fell out.
He said he got something to do. Man,
Oh, okay.
gotta let him do. You know,
Well,
technically he's going to the bathroom though. Technically he's going
there
to the
you,
bathroom.
there you go, there you go. I think Tunnel Runner is pretty close to what's ideal. If we were to get reparations here, you can't stay here with it. You can't stay here with it, man. You just can't. If you stay here, the 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 people here are going to find a way to separate you from that money. Think about it. Every black man and every black woman in America has, I don't know, $10 million in reparations. Man, man, you gonna be driving down the road, your brand new Mercedes Benz, and a white person gonna see you looking all happy and gleeful, and they just gonna run into you. Lawsuit. What they gonna be doing out here? You know, you you think, hey, ain't a black man in America gonna escape child support.
That nigga right, boy. I swear to God, he right. Woo! Ah, my leg. Ah, my
Woo!
arm.
Bro,
Ah.
you gonna have white women with white babies putting you on child support.
Woo!
You know these are good
We get
scenarios. Y'all playing, but I love these good scenarios, man, because this is real life on how to engineer your way to keep your revenue in your bank account. It's like I was just playing
No,
about the interest, but that's what's going to happen for the
no.
most part. They are going to figure out
So
how to get you away from your bread. My bad, Black. Go ahead.
no, you cool. Reparations has to come with an agreement with the United States government that we leave here. Like they're gonna have to purchase some land for us somewhere, probably in Africa, like
Most
they did
definitely.
with Israel, and gave them some land and give us a Blackistan to go to.
Okay,
They're gonna,
interesting. I'm just gonna
they
say they're
might as well
gonna
do that.
give you reparations and buy you land. I don't know about that one. I don't know
Well,
about
listen, 40 acres of the mule was supposed to be reparations. We
hey,
just want our 40 acres somewhere else.
hey, brother, I
interesting.
hear you. I hear you. But them giving you money and buying you land, that ain't gonna
That's
compute.
right.
I'm just
40
saying
acres in a
that
mule. That's what
that
we supposed to
that's
get.
not gonna compute. And we gonna deal with that 40 acres in the mule in a minute. But shout
Okay.
out to Elder Blood. He says, Roger, you might can't read my comment, but through through forensic and due diligence study with grievance. I mean, every bit of it to include cosplay Africans. I'm gonna have to see what your comment is. That our prosecutor,
Ooh,
I'm gonna have to go see what that
wow.
what's happening in that comment. But shout out to you, other blood. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. But we do have Bronk who stepped up here. So Bronk, you can go ahead and get your statement in.
All right. First and foremost, as always, shout
Roger,
out to the
Roger,
panel.
sorry, Roger. I would like to invoke my privilege here.
Ah, shit,
Go
here the
ahead.
fuck we go.
Perfect time.
This motherfucker,
Perfect
boy.
timing.
Lord have mercy.
Your
Oh,
Perfect
time is
Mr.
up.
timing.
Ruffin. And he comes back as Mr. Ruffin, too.
Gonna use
Oh,
use my
my
reparation
goodness.
account. You hear me?
Oh, shit.
All right.
How much is
Go ahead,
security,
my
Roger?
brother. Go ahead, my brother. You got it, Mr. Ruffin.
No, I'm just kidding. I'll wait my turn. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well,
Oh man.
technically, you was here before Bronk anyway. Technically,
No, but I had to drop off, so it's all good. I'll wait my turn. There's no problem.
All right. Well, go ahead, Bronk. Go ahead. Do your thing, my brother.
This motherfucker, boy. All right. Anyway, shout out to the panel. What up, Roger? What up, Ted? I'm gonna go with a number that Black Reset threw out. He said, let's suppose about reparations, and we give out $10 million to every black person in the United States.
Whoa. Now go ahead though. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you do this real. Go ahead, because I'm gonna actually throw a number out there. But go ahead. Let's see where
Okay.
you go with this.
So $10 million for every black person. We got about 350 million people in the United States right now. About 13 to 14% of that is black. So we're looking at about somewhere between 46 million to 48. Let's just go with 46 million.
Let's go with 50 million just to make it even. Let's do 50
Okay.
million.
All right. Well, 50 million to make it even. That is $500 trillion.
We got it.
$500 trillion. Do you see what happened to the American economy when they printed out $7 trillion into it? You're talking about essentially setting up a plan for us to go back to Africa after giving us that type of money. There will be no America after giving reparations.
Oh,
So I think really the only feasible way to give black people reparations is to make white people slaves.
Whoa. Oh shit.
This man has
Oh
lost
my
his ever-loving black mind. Oh my God.
That is the only way that we can truly get reparations for white Americans is to make them slaves. And then you talking about the opportunity cost loss for black Americans. Oh my goodness. That is the only way for white America to be able to pay off their debt to black Americans is to become our slaves. So we to really have a solid reparations plan, we as black people need to work with other black people across the globe and put a plan in place to successfully enslave white people across the globe. And I'm gonna land my plane with that open statement.
hey, Bronx said we all gonna turn to Hebrew Israelites. He did.
And if that's what needs to happen, if that's what needs to happen.
All right. Well, maybe that'll be a future what if scenario, but that ain't what we do today. But Mr. Ruffin, go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Roger. Shout out to you. Shout out to the panel. I thought I had the best plan, but I will say Bronx plan is actually truly true reparations.
I got hot sauce agreeing with me today.
Whoa. Roger, I'm hot sauce. To the rest of you niggas is Mr. Ruffin.
Okay, Swim Camp. Whatever, Swim Camp.
Cracking that whip across that white back helps you get rid of all that post-traumatic stress. It's an eye for an eye. It is absolutely the best plan I have ever heard. But here's another plan, and I want to. So first of all, I want to shape reparations as government aid. So first and foremost, what we spend given to Israel every year is $3.8 billion yearly given to Israel for the past 10 years. For the past 10 years, from 2019 to 2028, we have given Israel $26.3 billion. In aid, Ukraine, $6 billion. Jordan, $1.7 billion. Ethiopia, $1.3 billion. Congo, 1.2. Somalia, 900 million, and so on and so forth, right? So we have the money. We have the money. Second thing, the Balfour Declaration is where in 1917, the British government statement supporting the establishment of Palestine of a national home for the Jewish people. So going to another country and creating land for a group of people has already been established in colony law or in international law. So, and even before that, in 1905, the Zionist Congress was looking at East Africa to be the establishment of the Jewish settlement before Palestine, but ultimately it was shut down. But it was a real document. Now, one last thing before I close it up. The Japanese internment camp, Tuskegee syphilis, the Radiation Exposure Compensation Act. All of these acts were given. All of these payments when America did something wrong, when the person who was not alive to receive the benefits, it went to their surviving descendants. The human radiation experiment. The U.S. government backed Cold War radiation experiments on unwitting subjects. Yes, the government settled compensation claims of 16 families for plutonium injection subjects. They were dead, and so they gave it to their surviving families. The LSD experiment, Tuskegee syphilis experiment, the Vanderbilt radioactive iron pregnancy study. Pregnant women were given radioactive iron and nutrition and radiation. They received $10 million. Obviously, women died, but the descendants of their family received $10 million. And then the Guatemala STD experiment. The U.S. Public Health Service researched deliberately infected Guatemalan subjects with STDs. So we have establishment of getting money to their descendants. We have establishment of land, and we have establishment of support. Reparations is a check with gold and silver plus ongoing monetary support for at least 100 years, all the black military and all the military weapons, and we get to carve out a piece of land around the world that is given to us. Reparations is not, the problem is not monetary. The problem is reparations is a divorce from America. And are the house niggas ready to divorce the white man?
Okay. Shout out to you, brother. Y'all had said some interesting stuff. I'm gonna say this is all my fault. I let you niggas up early. Okay. No, I mean, real talk though. No, real talk though. Real talk. No, good. That some interesting stuff y'all threw out there. No, seriously, this is some interesting black male thought. Real talk. So appreciate you, brothers. Now, what I was gonna do was put something in some form of parameters to give some kind of ideal of what would happen. Now, again, y'all, I think reparations is possible, but there's a whole lot of work and a whole lot of time between that actually being achieved at this particular point. I was just going to come with something somewhat simple. Okay, so I just did a quick Google search of this morning on how much is the average price for a mule. says 3 to 5,000. Of course, these numbers change over time and change where you happen to be. So it says 3 to 5,000. So I'm gonna say, okay, we're gonna give you 4,000 for a mule because it's right in the middle. They say average 3 to 5,000, 4,000 right in the middle. Now, what's the average price for an acre of land? It says 18,000 right now. Okay, so we give you 40 acres and a mule. Well, in money, that would come up to $724,000 a person. And if we give these checks out to everyone who's actually at 18 years and above, because compounding interest based on the fact that people have died, time has went past. So we're gonna give it to every single black person that is FBA at 18,000 above. Now again, this will be announced. You'll have to wait a month before you get yours, and over the next 5 months, different people will get their actual checks. So now, no one has a check yet, but the check has been announced. So now society understands the check is coming. All right. Now, I'm not saying this is all we should get in reparations. I'm just using this as a what if scenario. So now you got the announcement of a check. You don't know when you're going to get yours. You could get yours the first day. You could get yours on day 66. You might get yours on day 90. Who knows? You got 5 months. Checks are going out to people. Direct deposit, baby. You got to have a direct deposit. All right. So now we got a check of 724,000. Numbers kind of low, if you ask me, but that's just what the average is at this particular moment because I looked it up this morning. So that's the first numbers I saw pop up. What's gonna happen, y'all? Ain't nobody getting a check for at least a month. It might take you up to 6 months to actually receive the check. You got all these FBA people that understand a check is coming. You just gotta have a bank account so they can direct deposit you. What's about to happen? Because to me, I'm making a very interesting scenario. Because again, you're not getting nothing for at least 30 days. You know that. And you don't know exactly when you're going to get your check. You know it could take up to 6 months. So what is going to be reaction of people in our American society? Because, and we might do something in the future with some of the stuff y'all saying. Because I'm not trying to set up true reparations because y'all make some great points about true reparations, but the U.S. government buying some land from someone and then giving it to some black folks, that's going to be a whole other complicated thing. And how they would play the money on that. So they'll say, well, we purchased the money we purchased the land with your money so we can be separate. Y'all know how the U.S. government get down. So I'm not going to really do it as the U.S. government is for real. Because for real, I think they're gonna do everything they can to make sure we never see that money. But hey, we gonna see what we gonna see what they gonna do, y'all. So now we got a society, everything is normal. The announcement just came. In a month, we gonna start giving out reparations check. You expect to receive yours within 1 to 6 months. You just gotta have a valid bank account so they can wire the money to you. What's about to happen in our society?
Sticking to what I said in the beginning. We are established a finance company. We're going to give you 200, about a third of that 700,000 up front because I know it's coming. Our company knows it's coming, and a lot of people going to take that money. And I know it's crazy, but we better set up some systems first off to extract this money or this wealth, right, and really have an opportunity to do something with it. So it would be smart for us, the people that understand finance. Might be some nerd nigga shit, excuse my American, but set up finance to where, hey, I'm going to give you a portion of this up front right now. You ain't got to wait that 30 days to 6 months. Sign on the dotted line, but you're going to forego the remaining balance of the rest of that money. And this is a loan. So either and or also this could be a loan or you can forego. If it's a loan, that means you got to pay me back, and it's going to be paid back at a certain percentage until
Ain't
you
nobody
get
go
that
do
700
business
some
with
odd
your loan
thousand.
shark head. You're a loan
What's
shark.
that?
Ain't nobody go do business with you. You put in
Bro,
a loan
that's
shark
false.
for
They
them.
doing it
Ain't
right
nobody
now.
gonna
Like,
go
why
for it.
why would you say that? And we got JG Wentworths all over the world. We got Cash
Create.
App
Yeah.
places or
And
cash
people who know
payday loan
better don't
places
be doing it
all
with
over
you.
the hood. What are we
Oh,
talking
The
about, sir?
loan
what?
shark, that loan shark. Sorry.
No. L, I'm gonna say, let's think about this. We're talking about everything's regular. The announcement just comes. You got 30. You got 30 days to 6 months before you get this check. Let's be realistic.
It's
I'm
not
finna, I'm
like
finna make,
predatory lending, if you ask me.
Hey,
I'm,
hey,
I'm, I'm
there you
getting ready
go.
to make I'm getting ready to make history on the Roger Report Live. I agree 1,000% with Creator. I'm going in business with him.
Come
Yeah,
on.
Now, I'm
yeah.
just gonna say, realistically, there will be somebody who think they cannot wait 30 days or
You hear
more
me?
to receive that money, and they will. And you know what? People come up with businesses to get money when they know it's coming, because now an announcement is made. So yeah, we know it's coming,
We
but
know it's
everybody else
coming.
know it's coming too.
Yep.
Hey,
People ain't gonna prepare for that.
can we sell wigs and lashes in the lobby too, Creator? We need to make
Well,
space for that.
there'll be a whole separate entity to deal with the image system, right? that we control.
Hey,
See,
look.
you can't stick your face on it though, Black. You got to go stick the face, and the place got to be in the face got to be in the place. So it's the only way they're gonna
Yes,
do
sir.
it. Can't be our
Yes, sir.
face. Got to be the
Yes,
other
sir.
face. But we in
Hey,
control.
I owe you wigs and lashes. That's the name of the company. I owe you
I owe
wigs and
you. Oh
lashes.
my God. Oh my God. You not telling me a firm on wigs and lashes, bro.
You
They not
only
doing a
cater
firm on wigs and
to one
Karn on
filter.
wigs and lashes. I know this is
Hey,
different.
You only cater to one filter.
I
Yeah.
mean, shit,
But
I'm gonna have an IOU package shop on every corner, bro. See what I'm saying? I will be cashing your checks early,
Oh,
necessarily extra 15 days early for you. You know what I
come
mean?
on. You
Hey,
see this? Listen, y'all.
yeah,
Now, if we doing this, it's just
y'all ain't
us.
no better than the predatory lenders. Y'all say
How do
it.
you think the powers that be?
Y'all say
See,
it.
this ain't predatory. This is me funneling the money back into my community because I know how my people are. See, when you know your kids, you know how to move. You're not afraid, and then wait till they make a mistake that they can't turn back from because they're gonna end up coming to eat out your hands anyway. So if you're a smart
Why you
parent,
charge
you're gonna prepare.
19.5% interest on it? Yeah, okay.
I was I
You're
ain't said all
gonna
that though.
prepare. You'll be prepared because you're not
I-
doing this out of hate. We're doing this out of love,
All
right?
right,
Love for my
what?
people.
All right, we got a guest coming up, so I'm gonna let him go ahead and get an opening statement in. Then I want to get one from usual business because we didn't get your opening statement in usual business. But we got one guest, and I don't want to have this up too long because it's a new person. We have the Temptations coming up. Okay, shout out to the Temptations. You are on the show. Welcome to the show. You got a 2-minute opening statement. What you got for us, brother?
I already have my opening statement. I don't got nothing for us.
Oh, that's you. That's you. Okay, cool. All right.
ain't
All right.
nobody talking to you. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Usual business. Go
That
ahead, brother.
nigga
Go
should
ahead.
have went ahead with it.
Uh
Oh man.
well, okay, so I'm gonna run a scenario. Black men just got how much money we getting again?
We talking 724,000 coming in. You're gonna get the average of a mule today, which is 3 to 5,000. And it said the average of an acre of land in America. I just did America because it'll be checks going out all over the country. Is 18,000. You put that together, you got about $724,000. Now, will we even know how much the check would be? Because I don't think they would put that in the public news that how much the check would be. What do y'all think? Would they actually announce how much the check would be, or will we find that out when we get the check?
Oh,
They
they
will
We
definitely gonna
gonna find
announce
it out
it.
when we
absolutely
get
They
the check.
definitely
announce it.
gonna
They
announce
will absolutely announce it.
it.
Okay,
They
so all
definitely
right,
gonna announce it.
it's now known $724,000 per person that is 18 and over.
When they
Okay,
when they when they gave us some checks for COVID, didn't they tell us how much they were gonna be ahead of time?
well,
They
but
I
did.
they did
I
include white folks though. But I hear you. Okay, we'll go with it. 724,000 is announced. So you got a month to 6 months before you get this check of $724,000. Go ahead, usual business. What you got?
Okay, all right then. Shit, since you know that wealth transfer is about to happen, so you know every low level white woman, necessarily, so all the fat white women, all of a sudden, they coming out the woodwork saying, "Hey, what's up? You trying to get that black man?" All the tortas necessarily, bro. They coming with extra tortas. You see what I'm saying? With extra cheese on it, extra meat on everything, bro. So that's gonna be real. That's gonna happen for like the first week or so. After that, I'm pretty sure you're gonna start seeing, what's it, IOU, what's it, legs and lashes on every corner. They're gonna randomly start popping up. Uh, hmm. You're gonna see people out here bringing what's it, the check cashing place, the liquor store gonna be having what is it? Shit, that's gonna be the super center in a minute, like Walmart. You're gonna have folk coming in there and they're just buying what's it, cashier checks for whatever, bro. It's gonna be it's gonna be a glorious, hellish month when that money comes, bro. Because you're gonna see people out there with the blonde weave necessary on 20-inch rims, bro. Drinking Alizé saying "fuck you niggas, I ain't got to come to work." It's gonna be glorious for about for a good 6 months, bro. Good 6 months to a year, bro. It's gonna be glorious partying. It's gonna be the greatest party probably ever known to man. And followed by the quickest poverty hit probably ever seen by man. So it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be the ups and downs, man. It's gonna be ups and downs. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna throw a couple things out there because I think realistically, certain things like this would happen. Now, y'all, keep in mind it's $724,000. Now, it sounds like a lot of money, but y'all, most of us here should have an understanding that $724,000 can go pretty quick. It can go pretty quick. This is not, as far as I'm concerned, this is not necessarily life changing money where you ain't got to work no more. But I do believe, even knowing that it's $724,000, you're gonna have a good amount of people that's gonna quit their job. To me, that's not enough money to quit your job. But it's gonna be some people that's gonna quit their job because y'all, we're saying it's the same people. So the same lack of financial training that people have, they still got it.
Roger.
Go,
First of
go,
all, 750 is not a lot, and most of it is going to be going quick. Because as soon as the word hit, every black man gets 724. Your baby mama is going to family court and charging your black ass for back child support. She's readjusting that monthly payment. When you're driving down the street, the cops gonna pull you over for speeding tickets left and right. Like you're just gonna be targets. You're gonna be. I mean, like you gonna get traffic tickets, child support. IRS is gonna be coming after that ass. You gonna lucky. You're gonna be lucky if you get 25 grand for the strip and a little bit of cocaine.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Now, it's just a one-time check. It's not gonna be taxed. So there's only so much people can do to you.
Your baby
Now,
mama,
So Roger, are you saying that?
ain't gonna negotiate new terms.
I'm gonna say not off a one-time check because it's just a one. Everybody knows this is just a one-time check. So I don't think she'll be allowed to negotiate for new terms. But I do think realistically, whoever owes back child support, yeah, that check gonna get paid, whatever
Or
that is.
back anything. I'm glad you brought that up. So I was ready to say, when you get any federal check, the first people that get paid are the people that you owe. And that's especially the federal government. So any school loans, any federal debt, any federal mortgages or loan or any grants, you don't necessarily have to pay them back. But now we want to see what's going on. Everything now has to be lined up. All your dots, your I's need to be dotted and T's crossed. I need to see receipts, proof, all the stuff that you originally signed up for? Let me see that. And then, hey,
Watch.
no
I never
problem.
before.
I'll sign you up. So, like the poor people that never did anything, that never just clueless, that didn't pretty much indulge themselves into this world of America had, gonna be your most valuable people. They're gonna your the hood folk that didn't indulge in credit and they quote unquote are not financially literate. Well, they really are, but they just not. They just not debt seekers. So those will be some of the most valuable people. So you got to think before you get anything, how many black people are in debt and how much are they in debt? They're gonna want to serve those debts,
Yeah,
finish those debts out first, then you'll get your money.
yeah. And I'm gonna say realistically, because this is untaxed money in America, and I
How
don't
can
see
you
how you
say?
could stop them from doing it. There will be a clause in there that your debts are gonna have to be paid first. Because now
And
this is
when,
the American government finally saying yes to reparations. So I do
okay,
believe
and
you're
with
gonna
that
have a
being
clause saying your
said,
debts must be paid.
Roger, and
Repeat
with
that,
that being
AL.
said, how can you say it's going to be untaxed money when they're going to come back and tax you for everything? No, we're talking about the government. The government is going to tax you off the rip. They're going to say we're going to tax that money. This is America. No, they're not going to say it's not going to be untaxed. We're going to give it to you. And then we're going to tax you. They're going to tax you from beginning to end. So please stop with that false scenario of
So
hoping and
let's
wishing.
walk.
Oh,
Let's
the
walk,
president's
brother.
going to
I
give
hear
it
you.
to us.
I
They're
hear you.
not. They're going to tax us on every single thing they can. Because think about it. They're literally going to have to release that money to us. So, and they're not going to want to do it willingly. It's going to be begrudgingly. So, with that being said, how can you say, oh, it's going to be untaxed because they said it's going to go? They're going to tax you off the rip. So, get that out your mindset and out your head.
All
Just
right,
know
we
they're
heard you.
going to
So
tax
now,
you
so
for
now the
it.
taxes. Listen,
All
the
of it.
tax. If they tell you, if the government's one thing I know about the government, when they give you something, most of the time, if they tell you what they're gonna do what they say they're gonna do, which is why they on your ass to make sure you do what you said you was gonna do before I give it to you. That's the way they usually move. So hey, if you don't have no debt, we're gonna give it to you. Same with your federal taxes. If you owe anything, if you owe them anything, they're going to take what's theirs and they're going to give you the remaining balance, and that's okay. That's
and,
fair for
and,
me.
and child support will be readjusted. Like the thing
Hey,
about it is the thing about it is this, right? When we're talking about reparations, we're talking about the divorce between black people and the white government. You cannot stay here. You
You can't
cannot
stay
stay.
here.
let,
I
let,
would
let
say,
me
you
let me.
see, so this is the way y'all looking at it. You looking at it as a divorce. I'm looking at it as if we ready to hit the reset button, right? Ain't nobody got more money than daddy government. So why the fuck would I want to turn my back? He just gave me 750, seven whatever. I'm going to turn my back on seven. Hey, you know me, see, this just be my mind frame. Y'all think creative crazy, and I'm not. My mind frame is
Oh, you the crazy, all right?
let's take this 700, right? And make it more. Let's double up on it, right? That's
That's
my mind frame. Because I really want that again. To me, I look at those as blessings. It's just like a loan from the bank. The bank give you a loan. My mind
That's
frame
not
is
alone, though.
let
I
me,
said just like a loan. We can argue the fact that it ain't a loan, but my point is we're gonna take this money and make it more and stop running. You don't even have a plan to even establish a
Stop running.
system for the money that you're gonna receive, let alone talk about you're gonna get the money and go start a whole new system and run somewhere else. Zero defense, right? Zero any type of infrastructure on how you're gonna make this happen. Just the plan. We haven't had that plan right now. So you're saying where we would go? We have to say, well, we'll figure Ghana. Will everybody gonna they gonna take from you if they know you coming. However, if you already established JIC just in case, right? We already have a plot of land, so we're not depending on government to forge our future. We forge our own
Well,
future. So if we know we want to go somewhere peacefully, then I mean we would have to come together. Just as brothers, y'all know we gonna act like that. I don't have to tell Black to go get a goddamn motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? To be a part of any, he gonna go grab a motorcycle whether I tell him to do it or not. That's my point. We don't have to wait on the government to tell us what we can and cannot do. We have infrastructures and systems in place already. Anything they do for us is an and a also. We already going. Ain't nothing gonna be a only. But I land there.
hey, let me interject something real quick. There's gonna be going along with usual business. There's gonna be a false utopia for about a year, and for You're gonna all us brothers that do decide to stay here. I'm saying for the ones that decide to stay, they're gonna get what they want for a year. They're gonna get the most cooperative and sweet black women they have ever known in the history of man. In all of the history of niggerdom. There ain't gonna be no abortions, nothing. There ain't gonna be no arguments. Oh, they gonna cook, they gonna clean, they all these gonna be the best women
Yeah,
you ever
stop it.
seen
You
for
already
about a
told a
year.
lot. Well, they can't
I,
quit. Stop
I,
it. You already
I,
told a lot.
what I'm gonna say that's not going to happen, and I'm just gonna give it to Shark Sims because he just came up, and I'm gonna say the reason none of that's gonna happen because the women gonna get their check too. So at the end of the day, if you FBA, you get as long as you 18 and above, you are getting that
Ooh,
$724,000
Lord.
check. So the women
Now,
gonna have
see,
their check
remember I
too.
said you gonna have some
So
white women and tortas.
what?
See what I'm saying?
What?
I ain't say no black women in my
Well,
scenario though.
all right. Well, hold on, y'all. Let me let Shark get in here. Shark is here. Shark, you got the flow, my brother.
Peace to the gods.
Peace.
Y'all nigga, yada
Peace.
yada 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 niggas talking on shit. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing with that money. You niggas got drugs, got all the money in the world with selling drugs, ain't do shit with that money. Niggas became billionaires as rappers, ain't do shit with that money. It ain't you're not gonna do shit but make the white man richer. You're gonna buy all of his jewelry. You're gonna buy all his clothes, all his shoes, all his cars. You're not gonna invent nothing. We've seen it happen over and over and over and over again. And the problem is that is what happens when you give babies money. We are not we don't ever try to educate ourselves on how to get money, how to make money, how to finesse money, how to build money. Only thing we know is how to spend money. Niggas be yeah, that's what y'all worse than black women. Y'all just fantasizing on goddamn Roger show wasting his damn time today. I sat in the background for a while and I said, nah, I got to come up here and spit my motherfucking round. Cause y'all wilding out, B. Black people is not gonna make anything happen because we've had multiple chances to make it happen when we got money and we didn't do it. We got money, we ain't buy Harlem up with all that drug money we had. We ain't buy nothing in America and change nothing in America with all this rap money we got. You got billion. We literally got billionaires right now as black people. What are they doing? And y'all, we ain't. It ain't a lot of people more educated than them. So
I don't let
what
him
you think
go.
you gonna
He's
do?
snapping.
Hey,
Okay.
That's my
Mr.
two
Ruffin,
minutes. I don't want to. I don't want to go Peter shit. My bad, Roger. My
Mr.
apologies.
Ruffin, Mr. Ruffin, real fast, Mr. Ruffin. Can I request that you give your name to Shark Sims today, please?
You can request it. You can request it if you want, but when you get your reparations, you better pay for it. God damn it.
Well,
Why do you say that?
Because he's David Ruffin and we the Temptations today, man.
well, well,
Roger,
I'm gonna say this, y'all. I hear where Shark is coming from, but I'm also say this, y'all. I'm looking at the mentality of the people who got the money. Because you said the drug dealers didn't buy a party, which they probably could have. But we're talking about drug dealers. There's a certain mentality that goes with a certain people.
But Roger, the drug dealer had a mother that went to work all the time. He
No,
had an
no,
uncle that went to work all the time. Ain't none of them even know what to do with the money. They ain't what the hell.
no. Brother, I get what you're saying, but the drug dealer is going to control his own money. A drug dealer is a person who's trying to beat the system in an illegal way. They're probably not going to be the same person that's going to think about real estate investments.
All right, then the
You know,
rapper.
it could go together, but it more than likely won't go together.
Okay, and the
Even
and
when
the
it comes to
rappers.
the rappers, they're rapping so they can make money and have an easier lifestyle. They're not moguls. You know,
So
they're
Then the
Roger, let me ask
people.
you
robbers,
this question really fast.
and
Let me
then the
ask you this
robbers.
really fast.
Hold on. And let's break it all the way. Roger finish breaking it down. Then the Robert Smiths, nigga ain't buy no neighborhoods. We ain't got no projects. I
No,
think
no,
Mo Vaughn. I think Mo Vaughn, the baseball player, is the only nigga I ever heard that bought a whole project. And I think one of them rapper niggas. I don't know who it was, but he bought a
See,
whole
I did it.
whole project development in New Orleans.
There's some people. There's a few people I know in entertainment that did try to invest in real estate, and then for some folks, the stuff didn't work out. So you're gonna have that amongst those people too, because again, they're rappers. They're not real estate investors. They're not moguls. You know, I'm not discounting the people who are actually able to. I mean, Ludacris makes a lot of great decisions. Obviously, Jay-Z makes a lot of great decisions. Obviously, so I'm not saying it's
No, no, no,
impossible.
Whichever
no,
mic.
he don't. Roger, do you
I'm
know what
talking
would
about
happen?
financial decisions.
Roger, do you know what would happen if you give a Section 8 bitch $2 million?
What?
You never said that, bro.
Well,
She
no,
is
no.
going
This
to
is the
ruin
this
the
is the,
earth.
Shark, shark, shark,
this is
shark. Go get in the corner with AL and be party pooper number 2. We finna have some fun over here. Go away,
I
nigga.
mean, that's for
Now,
real,
Go,
bro.
Rock,
go.
They
now,
be
now,
fucking up
now,
no,
everything,
no,
bro.
no, y'all.
These niggas got ghetto fantasies.
No, no,
They're
no,
not
no.
thinking.
They
I
fantasize.
know.
Y'all
I
fantasizing right
think
now, man.
y'all got to have an understanding. We all got it. All of us who are FBAs, 18 and 0, we all got it. So everyone's gonna do certain things from their particular perspective. So yes, the hood rat chick in the project, she gonna get her check, just like the guy who is building a business right now. He gonna
Roger,
get his check. So it's gonna
Roger,
go into different ways.
If Jasmine Crockett get it, she's just gonna get a bigger wig. Y'all niggas
Hey,
be
now cut
fantasizing
his
right
mic
now.
off. Cut his mic off. Cut his
Look,
mic off. This nigga be talking about the wrong thing
hey,
all the time. Cut his mic
She the
off.
politic. What
no,
are y'all
no,
talking
I
about?
do
Let
so
that
believe.
so
man
so
let that man
so look,
cook.
let's do some
No, no,
math
Let
real
that
quick,
man
right?
y'all, hold on now,
Yo,
hold
hot
on.
sauce, talk
There
to them.
is a
Since you're the only one with
reality.
privilege in the world right now, talk to them. Be hot sauce, please. Talk
No, look,
to that.
hold fast, y'all. There is a reality that there's going to be some people who are going to make some good decisions. There are going to be some people going to make some bad decisions. Because, like I said earlier, I do believe once you announce you're giving out a check for $724,000, you're going to have a certain portion of the workforce that happen to be FBA, and they're going to quit their job. Now, if
Yep.
y'all want to guess what kind of percentage that would be, the thing, okay, I'm getting a one-time check of $724,000. I'm going to quit because some of them are
Now I'm
going to quit.
done today.
So there's a reality, but then there's also people who gonna say, "Well, I ain't never had a house before. I'm finna buy a house." There'll also be some
100 to
people.
2.
Yeah, I'm saying there will be a certain kind of tax, so it won't be an actual tax, but the government is going to make you pay off anybody you owe because they're
Inflation.
going to do that because they're the government is going to do what it can to get the money back in a quote
Yep.
unquote legitimate way, so can't nobody say anything, and then all that slavery talk is going to officially be over with because they're going to be on some we paid you niggas, don't even say nothing no more. Okay, so they're gonna say, yeah, we're gonna give you your money, but yeah, anybody you owe, yeah, you got to pay them what you owe. That's a slick way for them to get their money back into white folks' hands as quickly as possible.
Memorandums of tax.
Well, if you owe money, Roger, you gotta pay it back, bro.
I'm not saying you don't.
They didn't tell the Chinese, they didn't tell the
Shit, don't tell that
Japanese
to the
that,
U.S.
they
government,
didn't
bro.
tell the Indians that, they
Ayo, your
didn't tell,
voice.
they didn't tell
Ayo,
that to
your
the
joint is
Jews.
muffled. Ayo.
Hey, yo, we can't hear you,
They
bro.
didn't tell that to the
Hey, yo, we
Hey,
can't hear
yo.
you.
What? No. The thing is, y'all gotta let's be quiet for a hot second and hear what AL is saying.
When I
Okay.
get my reparations, I'm buying
I heard
AL a
him. I'm
studio.
listening to him thoroughly. He said
They
they didn't do
did
that
not.
to the
They did
Asians.
not say
They didn't do
all
that to
those
all the
things
other
to the
groups that they
Jews. They
paying
did not say
reparations
all
to
those
right now.
things to the Indians. They did not say all those. They did not pose all those stipulations that you're talking about that they're gonna do to us to them. So why would they do that to us? If we lift them, that falls on us, nobody else. Why? Yeah, I
Well,
mean, come on. Y'all
well,
not thinking logic.
I'm gonna say why. Because we don't have the same relationship that anyone else had in this country with the government. Our relationship is vastly
What
different
you
from
mean
any
you
other
don't
group of
got no
people.
relationship with the government? Man, we've been having a
Gentlemen,
relationship with this
gentlemen,
goddamn government for over
gentlemen,
400 years. You
gentlemen,
tripping.
gentlemen. Can we line up, man? Because this everybody's talking over everybody. So can we just like kind of line up? It's bad for the
I agree.
Yeah,
it's bad.
I agree.
it's
I agree.
AL. It's AL. It's that. No, but no, I'm playing. But no, what I'm saying to you, AL, the United States government has always treated FBA people different. Again, y'all, some I've said before, some that yeah, at least the gentleman on the panel should be very much aware of, and I'm sure there's plenty of people in the audience aware of. They gave reparations to Jews for what happened to them in Germany, and that had nothing to do with America. Our relationship has always been different than everybody else's. FBA is not treated like non-FBA in this country, and it shows in all kinds of ways. So the country ain't gonna start treating us different just because they agree to give us the check. The check is gonna be to get us off their back and to say you can't talk about slavery no more. And they're gonna do everything that they can to retain as much of that check as possible. So yeah, we'll give it to y'all, but you gotta pay all the people you owe. And you're gonna start with them because anything you owe the federal government, that's already gonna be removed. You ain't gonna even get the check without that being removed.
I can
That's
agree
going
with
to
that
happen.
being.
I want to say something. I'll go after Shark. I'll go after Shark. Go ahead, Shark. I'll go after you.
I can agree with that, Roger, but that's being an adult, paying people back that you owe. That's what you're supposed to do as an American, as a
No.
human being, period. But I want to say the only way we could bang the system in the head is if when we get reparations, is if everybody quit their jobs and we actually knew what we knew 40 years, 50 years ago, as far as agriculture and et cetera, et cetera. Like my grandmother, she moved from New York down south back to the town she lived in when she was a kid. And she tells me all the time, the young kids, they keep moving to the city. Black people don't know agriculture like we used to. We don't know how to survive without the government like we used to. We are done. We're not reproducing. We don't know how to grow food. We don't know how to act in public. We don't know how to act around each other. We don't love each other. What do you think getting money is going to do? That's going to
So I think
amplify that.
so.
I'll
Can
pass
I
it to
can I
Hot
rebut
Sauce.
that real
Hold on,
quick,
let me
brother?
just throw this
When you
super
done,
chat.
Hot Sauce got next.
And I got next. Roger super chat, and then I got next.
Now shout out to Elder Blood. He says, "Listen, black men, and listen carefully. There is no way in hell any black man can compete with a man who has an entire government behind him. They got the women.
Fact.
Well, I'm gonna say the relationship with the women is not gonna change because again, the females they're gonna get their checks too. The males gonna get their checks. So every man that is 18 over will get his check as long as your birthday happens within that 6 month period. And every woman, as long as her birthday happened when she's 18 over within that 6 months, she getting her check too. So none of that stuff is gonna change. Now there's gonna be some salty people because there's gonna be some people that's, hey, I just missed the deadline. If it had been 2 more weeks, I would have got a check. So it's gonna be some salty people, but the government gonna be on some. Y'all can't bring up slavery to us no more. We pay. That's gonna be the actual goal of it. We pay. We don't want to hear it.
no more. If you
So,
take this money, I
so I
don't want
want
to
to
hear
say,
nothing
I
else.
want to say, I want to say this. I want to make 3 points. So, point number one is that your baby mama is coming for you for that readjustment child support because because I don't care, like, for 2 reasons. Number one, everybody not getting a check at the same time. So if you got your check in 30 days and she get her 6 months later, you think a black woman is gonna wait 5 months while you got your check and she ain't gonna run to family court?
Hot Sauce, where my money at?
She and then the second thing is you gotta look at America. Americans are greedy. That American greed. I don't care how much money she got. She want to take yours too. She want to save hers and spend yours. They always say
Yes,
that.
sir.
They
Yes,
always
sir.
say that. So you can
Yes,
hear
sir.
people say, your money is our money and my money is my money.
My
So she
money.
will get yours first, then work on hers. Now the second point is this: is just that even though I'm going to follow the experiment, but the thing about it is, man, we understand the relationships are different, but that's why we as black people got to fight, because I really do believe that reparations is a real thing. Once the UN has said that American chattel slavery is the worst atrocity in history. You know how big that is? They're saying that what happened here to us as a people is bigger than what happened at Auschwitz in Germany, which was the gold standard of oppression, right?
And that's globally.
That was the gold standard of oppression. And now they're saying what happened here is Auschwitz can't compare. So I
Not the
think
gold standard of
I,
oppression.
bro, I didn't cut you off that one time.
We in line
So
now. We in line now, creator.
right, so and then I'm gonna land here. at the end of the day, and because we talked about this earlier, and I think Reset was right, we're going to be targets. Like, because at the end of the day, when you buy your land, property tax. When you buy something at the store, sales tax. Right? We going to be targeted, and reparations really means you got to be out. And I'll pass the mic on whoever's next. I don't know who's next, but I'll
Creator,
pass it.
creator's going next.
Creator.
I wanna go after creator. I got another business idea. Go ahead.
Well, I almost blocked you and go in front of you, but we'll
Oh
let you go
man,
after me.
my fault.
I got
My
after
fault. But
Roger.
I didn't
I
know
ain't
that
never
was the
liked him anyway.
microphone, man. That was funny though. He said the gold standard of oppression. That was crazy. But it makes so much sense. That's powerful. It's like we hold like of all the oppressions, we hold this, we respect this one. We hold this one with much adoration, I guess. I don't know. It's crazy that you say that, but you're right. That I'm wondering why would the
The
UN
standard.
at
That was
least
just
acknowledge, right? Why, if all the years that had passed by, why at this point would they acknowledge? It's like they got the balls to do so now, especially even with the war going on, them not really backing Trump properly in this war. And if it goes the way that Trump wanted to, the world gonna have to bow down to that man, and all that'll be a Putin to win. But I will say this, real quick. I I would think we would want to not look at it. There are a lot of bad things that can happen as a result of getting any type of blessing. That's why we buy houses, cars, things of that nature. And it's crazy how people think it's a blessing to go get a payment on something. Like, oh, God bless me with this payment, good Lord. And it's crazy to me. But when we think about just straight taking that money that you can already spend annually and cashing out up front, oh man, it's like pulling teeth. And that's just the way people, not just black people, the American society has been trained. So me will want to prepare and plan knowing that my babies is going to act a certain way, right? Knowing that your mama's probably on crack, you might have to be the one to serve her product, right? And then pay her bills and set her up for the future her when she's not on that product. That would be how I would like to come in, but I'll shorten it from there. But the gold standard of oppression to me is wild. That's a wild ass statement. That's a
But
bar.
it's really to get though. It's really to get. So what we'll do, y'all, we'll just go in the order that y'all are appearing on the screen. So, Great Black Reset, and I'll dive in where I want to because I'm the host. So Great Black Reset, be prepared to say something after me, y'all. Now
Wait, I thought I had after you.
well, that's what. No, no, no. I was literally talking to him. So we just gonna go in the order just y'all appear on the screen. So just to make it easy and everybody know what's going down. Uh,
Put me 2 steps back.
hey man, life tricky sometimes. Life tricky sometimes.
2 steps
Now
forward and
I,
2 steps back.
now I'm gonna say realistically, y'all. Yes, because they're going to make an announcement of what is going to be given to people. Everyone who's already in business, especially big business, they're already going to be preparing for you to get your check. Okay. Now you already know what you owe. So now whoever got some type of delinquent stuff out there that ain't paid off, you know they coming for it. Don't even expect it in your check. It's gonna be removed. Okay. You'll get your nice letter saying that you owed Larry's Auto Emporium 13,000, but it's paid for now. So you ain't got to worry about that. Okay. You ain't getting a check of 724. Well, that's gonna give you what 711. Yo, you
Something to
gonna
like.
have something missing. Okay. So yeah, that's gonna happen to everybody. Why? Because again, we've always had a different relationship with every other group of people in this country, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. And I do believe that they will give you the money in order to tell you you can't even really bring up slavery no more because we gave y'all the wealth that y'all was missing. You can't even say lack of wealth because we gave everybody who was 18 and over a check. That's why they're gonna do it. That's why they would do it that way if they did it. You know what I'm saying? So we eliminating any more complaints from you people because that's what's going the attitude gonna be. We eliminate any complaints that you can make. Any of you people, we don't want to hear it no more. Okay, but you want to make sure white people get paid. So yeah, simple clause. Now I don't know if they can raise up your child support because you're going to get a one-time check, but I do agree that if you owe child support, all your back child support, you ain't got to worry about it. So if you owe 24,000, you'll get a check for 700,000 because that 24 going to be removed, and everything that's involved with the government is just going to be an easy removal. And why would they wait 30 days? Because they're gonna give the people that you owe money to time to let the government know that you got this balance of whatever it happens to be. You know, the phone company gonna put in you got a balance of $600. Okay. The people you bought that car from that you didn't finish paying off, they gonna put in you got a balance of 7,500. Okay. The renter center that you owe and left town on, you got a balance of $1,200. Everybody gonna have a chance to put their time in. You get your check with your old money removed, and you gonna have to work with what's left. And again, everybody has the same level of financial training. Now, will there be some people who go get some financial training because they know the check is coming? Sure. But what percentage of people would that actually be? Realistically, what, maybe 5%,
I was gonna say
10%?
10.
You know, I don't think it'll be that many people who would literally go get some financial training because they know the check is coming. I don't believe that's realistic because people kind of keep doing what they've been doing. But all right, I'm gonna let it go. So great black reset is on you, and y'all will speak in the way that the avatar is on the screen. Okay, so y'all know your order that way. Go ahead, great black reset.
I am I am moving to Atlanta, the home of the scammers, because this is the new scam. FBA or us. Remember Toys R Us? This is FBA or us. Are you from Uganda and you having trouble proving that you are FBA? We will handle all the paperwork for you, and you will get your check too. Sign on the dotted line. You turn over 50%. I will make sure you get your check too. You are FBA too. You from the Dominican Republic, my friend, and you want to be FBA? We will do the documentation for you. We will find you a social security number. Person might be dead, 30 years older than you, but we find them. Yeah, all them babies they done deleted. Oh man, we doing all kind of paperwork. All kind of paperwork. If you are from any other diaspora and you need your paperwork to prove that you are FBA for 50%, FBA for you. And I land my plane there.
I
Okay,
think that would actually work. That would actually work.
So, you know, being a good businessman, you got to steal great ideas. White man, white women with that one drop black blood in you. Come on over. Come on over. Like, come on over. Crack. Come on over. Y'all did it with the $5 Indians. Now y'all can do it with the 724 niggas. Come on over. But honestly, ladies and gentlemen, if this was if this was reparations, tear that check up like Denzel did in Glory, because that is prostitute money. This little bit of money was just say, "Get out of my face, hoe." That's what they're telling you, because this cannot embody slavery, Jim Crow, redlining, what is it? War on drugs, which was an attack on the black communities. To now feminism, to now blocking capital. Right? The atrocity doesn't stop at slavery. The atrocities have been continuing to today. Everybody else gets compensated. Now our relationship is different, fine, but we need to fight. But I will say this. I will say this, and then I will pass the mic. When it comes to, oh man, I forgot my point. I wanted to say something about white people, but at the end of the day, This is just a check to let you know that you were a simple prostitute. Not passing my command.
And I'm gonna interject and say real quick, you got enough broke black folks that if we voted on, are we gonna take this deal or not? I'm pretty sure we take the
Oh
deal.
man.
I'm being realistic. I'm being realistic. It's enough suffering black people. If like we had a representative that we could like take a vote with, they'd be like, well, black folks, they offering us $724,000 apiece. Y'all want to take that? We gonna say yeah.
Hey, now we talking that? I'm not taking that.
99.9% are gonna 99.9% of the population gonna take it. If I'll take it too, but I'm just man, I'll be it. I will just we'll be.
That's the first.
We'll just
See, listen, that's the first negotiation. That's the first You always we don't never take the first negotiation. We're gonna have to send you a counter offer. You have to tell us yes or no. So we send the counter offer, right? Usually it's a 3-play. We know how to play go. It's how I do it. You're gonna send me something, I'm gonna send it back to you with revisions. You're gonna look it over, we're gonna meet in the middle. That's usually of whatever that negotiation is. So
And the only reason I'm saying we'll take it is because
I'm gonna insult you.
No. The reason I'm saying we'll take it because people gonna have some grandmas out there that ain't gonna be around too much longer. Grandpapa ain't gonna make it too much longer. I want him to get his. You know what I'm saying? Heck, if they die, that's more for me because I'm gonna inherit something.
So
This
like
other
a lot
person,
of the states would have to be established now. A lot
some
of the
people gonna
states
be under some pressure to pay some money off, or they might see jail time. That's what I'm saying. So it's gonna be, I'm just being realistic.
That's some real shit.
Unfortunately, it's gonna be enough black people having a hard time that they gonna say, take the deal. Okay, 724. Take
Man, I'm
the
about
deal.
to do 25 here
Yeah,
next week, man. Next
yo.
6 months, man. Let me go and get that.
I'm just trying to be realistic about it, y'all. So somebody prime gonna be coming up, and they ain't got no money to pay for the prime, and they gonna be thinking about how I'm gonna give my baby some prom dress. Well, if I take this 724, yes, I am saying a lot of women gonna think in the moment. If I take this 724, I can buy my baby a prom dress. You know what I'm saying? So the deal will be taken. I'm just being realistic. The deal gonna get taken. Even if we could all vote to some representatives and say, well, our opinion is there's going to be so many of them that's
But
going to say,
this
yeah.
hypothetical too, Roger, because we did base it off of
It's hypothetical. It's hypothetical.
Because we based it off the deal was that we're going to give you some land, we're going to give you a little ride, something you can move your product on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So can I go now? Or?
So it's usual business, then you chart.
He gonna buy the whole
Simple.
Uganda, he get his reparations.
No.
If
What we
we
gonna do? What we gonna do so y'all can get y'all reparations? We gonna skip Creator on the next round since he jumped in. That way
Okay.
y'all can get y'all reparations.
Thank you.
But he made a good point though. He made a good point.
All that.
He made a good point. Hey man, the deal is a deal.
So
Roger,
I mean,
let's vote on that. All that agree, say aye.
Aye.
Hey, but this democracy working kind of good right now.
You hear all that change? You said a deal's a deal. All right.
No. We said we're gonna go in the order that y'all appear on screen, just so everybody know when it's time for them to talk. And since you kind of jumped the line, so they get their reparations. We're gonna give you a skip turn. It's all love. It's all love. Go ahead, usual.
I mean, well, see, I'm not gonna be so pessimistic. I'm gonna say actually, yeah, some people gonna take their money and actually do right. The smarter people, let's say the top 20% or 30%, right? They're gonna take their money. They're gonna go out the country, and then they should establish themselves in whatever country they go to, and establish themselves and just take their money and be business moguls and make some smart investments. So I'm pretty sure, like I said, it's gonna be the greatest party in the world, followed by the greatest crash in the world. I mean, so the ones that's probably gonna stay in America, bro, it's gonna be what it is. Some say, is the streets will be filled with Hennessy and eyelashes and nail technicians all throughout, man. But the ones who actually take their money, invested in, let's say, sovereign wealth accounts, offshore accounts and things of that nature. Who knows, man? I think you may have one of the greatest, I should say, economical recovery stories on the planet. So I'm not gonna say
Ooh.
everything's gonna be fucked up, but it's gonna be how the world is. The rich people gonna get rich, the smart people gonna be smart, and the poor dumbs will be poor dumbs, bro. So balance will be restored. That's all I'm gonna say.
I disagree, and I agree with him at the same time. And I think somebody was talking earlier. They was asking why would they be giving it to us now? They would give us reparations now because they literally have us in checkmate. Us as a community, we are not getting along in relationships. Our women don't like us. We are trying to stay with our women and pick them up and get them on the right path, and they don't want to do it. We are not reproducing children. We don't know how to take care of ourselves without being on the titty of everybody else who's putting stuff in play for us as nails and hair. You know what I mean? So, and also, they would give us that to because they know we're gonna self destruct. And every time you give niggas money just look at the hood around tax time. Niggas get free money, and it ain't even free money. It's literally your money. They just giving it back to you, and we just go out and we just make everybody richer. I think they said when COVID happened, and people got them $900 checks from unemployment. The person that owns the umbrella, YSL and Gucci and all that, he became the richest man on the planet for a little bit of time. Why? Because niggas was out there buying a whole bunch of dumb shit that we did not need to buy. If black people could get off the titty of looking good and trying to impress people, we can really fuck up the game with that reparations. We don't even need to leave the country. We just need to get off of the titty and everybody quit their jobs, buy some land and start growing their own food and just chilling the hell out and get guns and start chilling the hell out and we can live masterfully. But I don't see us being able to do it at the state of we are right now. And don't get me wrong, I definitely do know I don't think I know we deserve reparations for what we went through. But I don't think we can handle it if we get it. And I land my plane there.
All right, AL, it's on you.
And when I get my reparations, I'm gonna buy AL some new audio equipment.
AL going once.
We gonna all put 10 on it.
AL going twice.
I put
Okay,
50 on it.
we go.
I ain't giving that nigga shit.
We go give it to Tunnel Runner. Tunnel Runner, it's on you. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's why I was telling the brothers they need to. If like Sharkson was saying, all you gotta do is get 10 brothers together and go overseas. You can buy a town. You can buy a project overseas. When you get that money to get 10 brothers together, you can buy some stuff. You can make some stuff happen. You can make the government bend to your will in other countries with that much money. So that would be the plan to take that money and take a lot of it out of the country and spend it overseas where you can make things happen, where you can really, that money will multiply 3 and 4 times just by going overseas, buying houses, cars, and businesses, and be able to afford and be able to pay bribes off. So that would be move
What
that money
makes y'all think
overseas where
the
you can do
government
some
gonna
other
let y'all
things.
leave when they give y'all this money? Y'all are some foolish people. What makes y'all think the government's gonna let y'all leave citizens
Did you
up
hear me?
just because they gave you this money? Stop.
I mean, you know what?
I don't care what they do.
They're not gonna want y'all to leave. He making a point
That's
because
a
I do
good
agree.
point.
They're not gonna want y'all to leave. Now, how could
Won't.
they stop y'all from leaving? That would
Exactly.
be a different thing. But Inspired Truth broadcast is here. So Inspired Truth, it's on you, my brother.
All right, all right. Peace to you, Raj. Peace
Yeah,
to
we
the
hear you. We hear
panel.
you good, Inspired Truth.
We hear you loud and clear. We hear you
That's
loud and clear.
good.
Loud and
That's good then.
loud and clear, bro.
All right. So also peace to everybody that's in the chat. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a great day. I think this is great. This is an excellent conversation because we actually need to think about like if we were able to get this or something like this, what would we even do with it? Like if we don't even imagine what to do with it, then we definitely wouldn't end up with any great results from that if we never even imagine it. So imagining it is an important thing. And I do think that it's important for us to highlight that there are developing nations across the world, like the GDP growth that's like anticipated and projected is not really here in the States. It's really in a lot of these emerging economies. And if we can get in on that, we can kind of supercharge our position in the world, like actually make ourselves like a force to be reckoned with for the entire world if we just had the capital to deal with. Like we've been like a capital deprived people. And if you say and you tell yourself we can't do it, you're gonna be right. You can't do it if you start from the premise that we can't do it. Like you convince yourself you won't do it, you won't do it. But if you can actually um, try to, if you can actually start with imagining it, then you can start figuring out how you move it from imagination to reality. And just for my fun part, because I like this fun take on this, like what I'm going to do is, if I get it, I'm going to link up with usual. We're going to go. I'm going to go and grab me that actual real stallion, not Megan, but like a real stallion. Like I'm going to get my big booty Ugandan, and then we going to Thailand back to whoop ass. Like if you were sick about John Jones, you're gonna be sick about what we come up with. Like we are training our asses off. We taking that crown.
I
And I'm
love
gonna
that
land
man
it.
right there, bro.
And I just want to say to y'all real quick, if y'all get y'all check before I get my check, y'all let me hold some. Okay, let me hold some.
I see a couple $100, boy. I see $10,000, boy.
But shout out to Jerome Payne. He says, by hook or crook, I would take the money and run. Not spending too much in the U.S., but yes, they would make it damn hard for us to leave. And I do
Shit,
believe that.
bro.
I'm gonna say, realistically speaking, when the checks start going out, they're gonna shut down the passport department. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna say, well, we're dealing with other stuff right now. We'll open it back up later. That could happen. You know, so if you ain't already got one, you ain't about to get one. That could happen.
You know what? I'm
Because
gonna say one thing then.
now you just gonna step out of turn. Go ahead. It's
Yeah,
working
go
to it.
ahead.
No, it's working to
We'll
it. Go
skip you
ahead.
next time.
Yeah.
We'll skip you next time.
Yeah. It's working to you. Go ahead.
Wait in line. Wait in line. Nah, nigga, wait in line. Wait in line.
Hey, if it's working to him, if it's worth it. All right,
No, that because no, he always complaining about me. That nigga
Hey, well, this is a cafeteria. This is a cafeteria lunchroom. You finna start a fight. It's pizza day too. You better sit down.
I'm gonna start the was it the backwards what's it said slave rebellion or the slave was escape because I'm having boats. We put Negroes on boats and we sail about it here, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. I'm putting Negroes on boats and we sailing out.
All right, skip his turn, Roger.
Everybody that want to skip him, say aye.
Ah,
Aye.
y'all is terrible people right now. Y'all terrible people.
Hold on. As much as this nigga complain about me,
Hey. We gonna save all that for the round table. It's technically Great Black Reset turn because we were skipping Creator anyway. Even though he came back, he fell right in the right spot to get skipped. It's but Great Black Reset spent a lot of time cracking jokes. Cool. So guess it's gonna be on Mr. Ruffin then. Okay.
nah, it's reset turn, right?
I mean, he's cracking a lot of jokes instead of just taking a turn.
Thank you, Mr. Ruffin. Thank you, Mr. Ruffin, because Roger is a hater. Roger is a hater. And I'm gonna make usual business happen. I'm with usual business. Me and usual gonna get together and we're gonna create us a vote for. See, we're gonna do what what's your boy name from Jamaica? Your boy trying to name the school after him. Don't do it like that.
What's that dude name? Fuck James something.
Anyway, it started with a G. His last name started with a G. But anyway, we gonna create a shipyard. We gonna Marcus Garvey. We gonna get us some boats. Cause see, they ain't gonna want to let y'all niggas go. But for a small fee of your 725. I only want 70. We'll get you up out of here. We'll get you up out of here for 70. That's what we gonna do.
Monthly fee.
Where you wanna go? For 70, we'll get you up out of here. I'm gonna do what the white man be trying to do. I'm gonna separate you from your money. I got all kinds of ways to get you away from that money. But I passed the mic there.
All right, let me deal with the super chat. Let me deal with the super chat. Shout out to Elder Blood, y'all. He sent the super chat that says Roger and chat plus hot sauce. Check my last comment. I put his last comment on the screen, but I'm gonna go ahead and read it. He said, "For the old school on your show today, Roger. Remember back in the day, back in the '70s, pimps used to always say, never trust a broad with the money, not even her own money. Were they wrong?"
No, they weren't.
Well, I'm gonna say, if they get this, well, if they would get this check too, they're gonna keep on doing what they've been doing. So I think that should answer your question right there. They're gonna keep on doing what they've been doing because I got my money too, nigga. So you can't tell me nothing. I got my check too, and yes, everything you owe is gonna get paid. So now they're gonna owe some people some money, but because you owe child support, they're gonna get right back up to their 724. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna kind of balance itself out for them. So a lot of them gonna have two checks coming. They might get the 724 check. Maybe it's missing a little something. Maybe they get 684, but because you owe back child support, maybe it's back up to 714. Who knows? Okay, but yeah, the money that you owe is gonna have to be paid. Mr. Ruffin, go ahead, brother.
Yes, sir. So, when after Obama was elected twice, what was America's response? Trump.
Trump.
Yeah, look.
Trump and the white lads.
That was rhetorical. I wasn't finished, but Trump. Now, you're going to give Black Americans $7.25 each. How is white America going to respond to that? Think about it. White people were so upset that they got an extremist as Trump. We lost America to the niggas. Now you give the average American has less than $5,000 in the bank. You put a $750 in every Black American's bank account, 18 or older. You have officially made them the richest Americans in America overnight. Well, if it was in 6 months, you done officially. You just open the Kraken. That's all I'm gonna say. If you make Black America as a whole richer than the average person walking down the street, you have just released the Kraken.
Me being that
it's unusual business. It's unusual business.
I thought we skipped them.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Democracy.
So yeah, Shark, go ahead.
I definitely agree with what Hot Sauce just said. That would unleash the Kraken. But what I think y'all was talking about earlier about leaving the country and opening up, starting towns and all that. There's actually, I remember one time we was having a conversation with G, and there are towns in America that are straight up empty. One person living in them, railroad going through it, and all of that. Like we can literally get our money together and have our own own towns in America.
Preach, brother.
Literally have our own towns in America. So you don't have to leave America. You definitely don't have to. We could have our own towns in America. But the problem is, niggas gotta be ready to gun up. And when I say gun up, I mean gun up and protect our places. And Black men are gonna have to man up and be men and tell women what they need to do, when they need to do it, and how they need to do it, or they can't be in the town. They're gonna have to go to Atlanta with the gays. But it's possible it could be done. But like I said before, the white man only giving you this shit because he knows you're gonna self-destruct. And I land my plane there.
Roger, can you put me back between a reset and usual business? I don't know how I got knocked off.
Okay, gotcha. Well then, inspired truth is on you.
All right, so I think that two things can be true at the same time. What we have here is we're dealing with like 8-to-1 racial wealth gap. So giving us back what should have been there in the first place. I don't know if that necessarily makes us the wealthiest though. Like, I mean, it just kind of like sets the table to where it's like actually even for once. And that's something that people will push back on because they don't really believe in Black people being on a fair playing field. Like if I could afford to do a push more and you can afford a riding more, they want it that way. They want to call that a fair competition when it's not. And there's going to be all kinds of different mechanisms that are going to be put in place to try to argue that, oh, well, white people need to get something too. You know, we need to get something too, to end up just keeping that advantage. And that's why I'll land that there.
Can agree.
It's on creator. Creator. It's on you, creator. Creator going once. Creator going twice. Creator's in the bathroom. He in the bathroom. Turn around and you got it, brother.
Bathroom. Creator ain't in
Oh,
no
there you go.
bathroom.
There you go. There you go.
What's gonna happen to the brothers is that if you have
hold on. Turn around. He just said something. Creator.
No, yeah, I said it ain't. Yeah, he ain't in no bathroom. So
I thought the referee counted to 10. I thought he was out.
I thought he was out too.
now I gotta get another phone, boy. This phone be like, yeah.
When you get your reparations.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always go back to preparation.
Anything
that we do.
Y'all let that man speak, man. Let him speak, okay?
It ain't our fault he got AL mobile. It ain't our fault.
Not AL mobile.
Hey, maybe I can pay a 25% interest on a new Ligaphone 4000. You know what I'm saying? With the Kung Fu grip. All right, so I'm speaking on preparation.
I heard that you're not go ahead. Take that with you. How about that?
But I'm saying that to say I'm being real. That's preparation. Like we don't have to wait on reparation to establish these systems of mobile, right? Where's our and I know we far-fetched, but where's our satellites in the sky that beam down what we wanted to? These African countries got satellites in their sky to submit information to the people that they want to submit the information to. Like, so at some point, we just got to kind of be autonomous from the government and just kind of do things like Elon Musk. He's not really the government, but he got so much money, he literally could give us what it is that we asking for. So it ain't so much of just the government handing over a certain amount of money. I think we should be reaching out, trying to extract this wealth from the people that got it, right? Provide services and put our revenue, take the money that we got actually, and really laser focus it in, dial it in on things that we want happen. Stop arguing with the NBA, NFL. Stop trying to stick your chest out. You ain't got to compete with Bobby's Chicken. We don't want to grow and farm. For those that do, great. But really what we want to do is be involved in the operations of the system. If we're involved in the drywall making, it makes sense. I don't have to go make drywall. It's not what I want to do. If we involved with DeWalt and Milwaukee and we involved somehow, some way, maybe we have a competitive brand, right? Then that's what we do. We don't have to have like 30 brands trying to compete with each other to compete with these things. That's how I would want to come. Is more so want to integrate and participate in the system, in this global, right, system. Is not trying to fight America per se, especially if we get that type of opportunity. And we don't have to wait for that. That'd be an extra investment on what it is we already doing. I think that's the move for any people, is to do what y'all do. You already geniuses. Just do that. Anything above and beyond that is going to be extras, and I call them ands and alsos. But it's definitely not great BR only.
Okay, turn around. It's on you.
Yeah, I'm going to say we have black cities, black towns, and they try to sabotage our towns everywhere in America. We're going to have a black state, and we're going to have black militiamen guarding that state because they would come after us if we got together and got our own black state because the government would come after us. So that's why you have to take some of the money out. Otherwise, you'd be ready to fight because they will fight you. If you get together and you get all your money and put it together and get your own state and you grow it, the rest of they will be so jealous they'll come after you. And so you will have to know that you're going to have to fight and put your money into protecting that state, that whole
Which is
state.
why I
That's the
said,
only
why do
way.
you want to fight the government? That's why you should cut. You should negotiate because we already here, and I want the same protections. I don't want my child
Hey,
who just who just moved here
credit,
to have the
credit,
same
credit,
protections,
credit,
right,
credit. We
as
credit.
somebody that been here. My bad. My bad.
We are doing stuff in the line, so just want you to notice it. Okay, AL, it's on you, brother.
Everybody's talking this euphoric shit, but ain't nobody dealt with the hard question that needs to be asked. Y'all go get this money, right? Y'all go do this and that with this money, right? What are y'all go do as far as protecting yourselves and securing yourselves? Ain't nobody's mentioned I'm gonna buy me some guns, I'm gonna give me some home defense. Cause like I said, they not gonna let you leave this country. So y'all can get that euphoric bullshit out your mind. Okay. And when these white folks see that you got all this reparation money, you don't think they ain't gonna come and try to play Jim Crow again on your black ass? Now riddle me them questions. Come on, come on.
Now, AL, I said we got to get gunned up. I did say that.
Yeah, Shark did say that. Shark did say that, even though it wasn't Shark time. Uh, Great Black
And that's why I
Reset.
was saying with a black state, you have to have a militia to protect your black state.
I thought
That's the
y'all
only
wanted
way.
to take
Black town
turns.
won't work. All
I
right.
thought y'all wanted to take turns. It seemed like y'all ain't trying to follow the rule that y'all said y'all
Yeah,
want to follow.
yeah, turn around, brother. I know you want to be Harry Tubman, but come on, come on.
All right. Great Black Reset is on you.
Um, I do agree that with AL on that point, and Shark, that you do need to defend yourselves. I don't think it's got to be so much that you have to have a militia, but more importantly, on a serious note, we would need to educate ourselves about finance. I think at that point, because most people gonna quit their jobs, a lot of people gonna go in early retirement, because of that as well. You need to go to school, become at least a CPA, go get you a degree in finance so you can understand what money really is and how to really utilize it and make it grow. I think that would be a great first step. And I'll pass the mic.
All right. I'm gonna
So I'm
interject. I'm gonna interject. I'm gonna say I think maybe 5 to 10% of people, because the announcement was made, would probably go to get some form of financial training. I think realistically, maybe you have about 25 to 30% of people who gonna quit their job because these are still the same untrained people. So they're gonna quit their job. Now I don't know what they're gonna do till they get their check, but they're gonna quit their job because it's gonna be a silly decision. All right. Then you're gonna have richer people, they ain't gonna do nothing different. They're gonna keep doing what they've been doing because they rich. Then you're gonna have average folks who probably gonna be smart enough to say, hey, I'm gonna keep going to work and keep doing something. When I get the money, I'll make some decisions then. That's what I believe how that probably is going to break down. But go ahead, Mr. Ruffin.
so I'm going to agree with Shark. First of all, if you do get this money, they're absolutely hoping and planning and expecting that you're going to destroy yourselves, right? You like most people, right? Most people who win the lottery get a lump sum of money, right? They're poor within 10 years, right? So they're saying, okay, we just give this money to these niggas, and within 5 to 10 years, they're broke and everything back to normal. But I want to make a point. If you give the black community, 13% of the population, $700,000 in cash, liquid, you are the richest group because most Americans have their net worth tied up in stocks, where the upper class tied up in stocks in your home, right? Most Americans, their value is in their home, as opposed to what they're going to do with us is give us 700,000 liquid, and then on top of that, the highest earners, which are the Indians, which is the average Indian makes about 6 figures, right? Low 6 figures. That is before taxes. What we're getting is 700 liquid after tax. That puts us in the top spot because again, liquid counts for a lot. Now, in case you don't destroy yourselves, right? So for the Harriet Tubman niggas like Usual Business and Tunnel Runner, I'm gonna send down some Tijuana hookers, and by tomorrow, y'all gonna be in a butt naked in a tub of ice with a note. Call this number, and next time, niggas, you do this again, you're gonna be missing a foot. And to the brothers like Creator that know everything they want to do, they're gonna send a black woman to your organization, suck off your number 2 guy, and then kiss you in the mouth, and then you're gonna taste him, and then now y'all fight, and now your organization is done. Easy work. And then on top of that, for the Inspired Truth brothers, right? They just gonna send you a hoe and give you an STD, brother. That's it. We done. And for people like Great Reset, we gotta put a bullet in his head.
God damn. Well, the other side of the game is everybody know the money coming, so white people will prepare for you to receive the money, and some of them gonna be preparing for them to get paid because they know you already owe them money. Other people ain't gonna like the cut of your jib, and they're gonna have some interesting plans for you. And I want y'all to really think about it too, because you gonna have people that's living in projects. They gonna get that check too. What they about to do? You got folks that's living in trailer parks. What they about to do? Some well-to-do people, they gonna sit. But a lot of people gonna have to make a certain move. Now, anytime you flood an economy with some money, sometimes prices start going out of control too. So if everybody trying to buy a new house, what that's going to do to the housing market? And shout out to Afro Merchant. He said washing machines for women in the washing machines for women in the wilderness. Hey, I mean, I don't know if they want to take it that far, but hey, you had the money to do it.
Man, they ain't gonna wash their own asses. What you talking about? Give them a washing machine.
Wait a minute. Okay.
It's on you.
For the Harriet Tubman squad necessarily, bro. I'm kind of mad. I'm mad at Hot Sauce a little bit, bro, because he said he gonna send a hooker after me. He couldn't give me a benefit, give me the dignity to shoot me necessarily, like Black Reset. They just gonna shoot. They gonna send some hookers after me, bro. So I'm upset.
You're a butt naked in a tub of ice, looking up like, what the fuck happened?
You need to give me the dignity and get shot, bro. You need to give me the dignity of being shot.
We gonna shoot you Meg in the mail. We ain't gonna give you no hooker to put you up. We just gonna give you Meg in the mail. There you go.
Okay, wait a minute. But okay, for the Harriet Tubman squad necessarily, bro. Me, I'm instantly taking this money. I'm instantly going to say what our country that I've been. I spout to everybody that I'm going to. Hell, I'm tripling that money.
You can't leave the country. There you go again, trying to leave. They're not gonna let you leave, boy.
Hey, see what I'm saying? Like I said, that's why it's called Harriet Tubman Squad. And we getting up out of here necessarily one Negro at a time, right? One piece, nigga. You see what I'm saying, right? So the folk who had that kind of mindset, who gonna Harriet Tubman their way, they're gonna take their money, they're gonna quadruple their money, so that my money just went into a couple million necessarily, right? I'm paying off either buying some land and giving buying some land, starting businesses, whatever area I am necessarily. And me, I'm going into politics, or I'm sitting on my money and I'm waiting until I have my kids come of age, and then they go into politics. And then necessarily, I'm gonna be kind of working the thing from the shadows. But that would be me. But that would be more the I guess what the top 5, maybe 10% that said Black people gonna move like this, but for me, I'm moving.
Okay, Black Joe Kennedy. Okay, Black Joe Kennedy. We see you, Black Joe Kennedy. That's what you're trying to do.
So But that's my plan, and I still say, and I hope the ones that can follow will follow. That's all. I'm leaving it at that.
No. Mm,
How,
no.
how, how come his phone worked real good when he interrupted everybody?
Oh no. Oh no.
Listen here, motherfucker. Don't be worried about my phone. This is a brand new
I'm just
fucking phone.
asking. I'm just
Don't be
asking.
worried
I'm
about
just
my
asking.
phone.
I'm just
Don't
asking.
worry about
I'm just
don't
asking.
worry about my phone. Don't ask. Don't ask. It's
This nigga
brand new.
throwing chairs. He throwing chairs.
I told y'all I don't want peace. I want violence.
I'm just asking, you
Let the news
know.
amongst you niggas. I don't care. Violence amongst whoever.
Well, when we get this money, we need to make AL Minister of Defense. I'll tell you that much.
I swear
Yes,
to
sir. Yes,
God.
To
sir.
get
I
these
Yes,
second that
funds.
sir.
motion, bro. I second that motion,
So,
boy.
I
but
second that
a
motion.
couple of
I third
some,
that motion, boy.
but some of these good solutions, some of y'all you definitely have good solutions, but I don't think anybody brought up the fact that now that we have that money, we could buy up stocks and be the predominant owners or predominant stockholders in a lot of these companies that we that we look at that are detrimental to
That
our
we spend with
community.
anyway.
You know what I mean? And we spend with anyway. And we would be on the fucking chairs of the shit, like to the point where they got to listen to us to a certain extent. You know what I mean? So that's another solution to the point, because like AL is saying, they're not gonna let us leave. Some niggas will be able to leave, take a little cruise, and you just get off that motherfucker, don't get back on it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't see them just letting us get up on the passport and bouncing out. So there's solutions to it, but the problem that I see is the black community is too divided to the point where we will eat ourselves. You know what I mean? So it's just the white man is diabolical, man. He knows he studies, he plays, he waits, and he strikes. And for them to give it to us now, as opposed to when Yvette Carnell and all of them was fighting for it says a lot. Because when we was talking about it, they was sending all kinds of operatives and FBA and all them dudes at it to chop it all the way down to the point where you ain't even hear about it for a while. Now that it's being talked about. That says a lot. That says a lot. So always be wary when they really trying to give you something. They gave niggas weed, and look at how it's going right now. Everybody named Mama high don't doing marches against the king, and ain't no marches against pedophiles.
All right. Inspired to broadcast. So
Yeah,
you,
I believe it. Can you hear me still? Because like I've been
we
dropping in
hear you
between
fine.
these.
We hear you,
All
We
nigga.
right.
hear
Come
you
on,
fine.
man.
Here's
God
why,
damn.
because this Wi-Fi been messing me up.
Matter of fact,
I couldn't hear
from
y'all.
You
from
got the
now on,
best
inspired
audio.
to broadcast, we just gonna tell you when we don't hear you because we hear you clear all the time.
All right. Well, I didn't hear y'all for a little bit while I was dropping in between Wi-Fi's. But so here's what's up. Like, I actually agree with Shark in a lot of different ways on this. If we want to go and do our own thing, we're going to need a lot of apparatus of a state, of a government. Like you're going to need a Ministry of Defense. You're going to need also a Ministry of Media. So you're going to need that as well. You're going to need all of these different apparatus. Uh, One way around having to establish all those things, and then there's like a learning curve with all that too. Like you go and you look at the continent, you look at places that really just got their independence like 50 years ago, 60 years ago. We look at them and look down on them and whatnot, but they're like brand new countries in a lot of different ways. And so they're going through growing pains. But if we want to kind of curb some of that, then it would kind of make sense to kind of stay tied to the system and basically own stocks. Like if you go back and you look at it, a lot of these Fortune 500 companies are actually companies that benefit from slavery. You go down the line, down the list, you got Aetna, you got New York Life, you got Bank of America, you've got JP Morgan. Like all of their predecessors actually like came from basically companies that benefited from this. Even when you go down to like Harvard and Yale and all of those different places, like they actually did benefit from slavery one way or another. Whether it was like insuring it, whether it was selling it, whether it was like taking that as collateral, like one way or another, they actually benefited from this stuff. So like it would be a fair thing to say, okay, then we should get our portion of that pie. We should get our portion of that ownership in those companies and in those institutions. Like that would be a fair and equitable way of actually addressing some of the wrongs done. Like give us our piece of the pie.
All right,
And,
now
and
I'm gonna
remember, you
jump in
get
real quick.
dividends too. Inspire Truth. So you're gonna get your money back as you go.
Now I'm gonna jump in real quick. Now this is gonna be one of the issues because we don't have a place that disseminates information to all of us, and everybody take that particular place seriously. So realistically, you're gonna have people get checks, and they're gonna make individual decisions. Yes, you will have people who already mess with each other. I'm already this particular guy. I belong to this particular group. Yet that group is gonna say, hey, we're gonna make some decisions. But I'm gonna say realistically, you probably got about 30% of your population that just quit their job because it's about being realistic. Once they know their check is coming, you know, you America goes out of its way to make sure people are not trained financially. Because it's not taught in schools or anything like that. So there is no training of this is how you become proficient with money. That's specified training that you have to literally seek out. If you don't seek that out and you ain't got it, you know, you gonna make real decisions. Because a person who's not thinking 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road. Now I used to work securities. Okay, so let's say you a security officer and you got a check coming for $724,000. You gonna keep doing security or you gonna just quit? I know I got a check coming. Well, what you gonna do about money till the end? Well, what I mean, I just go stay with moms, or I already stay with moms. It depends on how that person's actually thinking. And because we don't have a central place to disseminate what we're doing as a people, yeah, there will be some people who will buy some stock. A lot of us ain't gonna do that. And I don't even know what people gonna do about the inflation that may appear all of a sudden because they know the black folks got checks now. So that car that you was gonna buy for 60,000, all of a sudden it just shot up to 120. That house you was looking at 200,000, for some reason now it's 450.
Yep.
Other people are going to respond. I'm just throwing that out there. Other people are going to respond. They got the information too that we getting these checks coming. So let's shout out to Jerome Payne. He said, history shows us we can't trust the government to honor any deal. But Blaze said, remember, protect yourself at all times. Well, I'm gonna say this. It won't be a quote unquote deal. They just it'll be a deal in a certain extent, but we're just gonna give you the money. I think if the government was being smart, that's gonna be their best bet because you can get money back from a group of people who are not financially literate from an overall standpoint. I'm not saying ain't no black people that are very financially literate. We got a couple that come to our panel we actually got a few that come to our panel on a regular basis. So they are out there, but then again, y'all know how black people can be when they're not financially literate. Do they even trust the guys they know with the money? Because are you even gonna go to your cousin who is successful and say, hey, cuz, what should I do? Or you just gonna make your own decision? I'm saying there's gonna be realistic stuff that's gonna happen at the end of the day. Very realistic stuff is gonna happen because these people, they still know what they knew before the check was announced.
Hey, Roger, you think these people are average? Most average people not making 70 grand a year. So so you break it down, it's really like $200 a day for the next 10 years. That's kind of what it equate to. So when you really want to break it down, it's not a lot of money. So it's not really value for you to quit your job or your career. But what it is for you to maybe get out the way certain instances of your lifestyle, right? Where you're going to live, right? That's probably one of the biggest investments that most families, even people single or not, is going to make, in a lifetime. Whether you're renting or you got a mortgage, it's still an investment that you're going to have to make. Where am I going to live till death? Right. This is the decision that has to be made. So I think that we would want to invest in that. That's why I think about the long term, and I was saying being goofy, but really protecting ourselves. Somebody made a point earlier about these cities that is around. Like I'll be going back and forth to Pine. They probably ain't nobody even know this place is, but it's Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Pine Bluff, Arkansas is a small black town. You know, at one point it was popping, and the white folk have found a way to take all these small towns that used to pop, but then they done left and they done depleted, and now they like, you know what? We want to come back because we know how to manipulate the resources, and it don't take a lot of money. It do take a lot of talent. So when these kids graduate from school, colleges, things of that nature, they take their talent to South Beach, so to speak, if you would. So now that leaves a lot of these towns blighted, and plenty of opportunity for smart people to come in with, we talking 700,000. You don't even take that for some of these towns. I'm thinking that if so influxed in New York, so influxed in LA, that you don't even have to deal with that. You could literally take a influx of you and your family, move to little towns like this where now you are literally in charge, because your money means everything, your resources mean everything. So yeah, it even don't take reparation for that. That's why I was saying that would be and also if we could already move in those instances, getting out of this, just kind of creating, not saying getting out of the system, but just kind of understanding that I think the system has played its course. This from where I'm looking at it, and it's almost like y'all for yourself. Y'all been sold out, and y'all gonna have to figure it out. But we still got to keep up the illusion like we have control and things is in charge. But y'all better be doing whatever it is you need to do. That's what you need to be doing to protect you and your family.
Okay. Now I want to say shout out to Lawrence. Lawrence hit me with $5 on the Cash App side. For some reason, I didn't see it till after the show. But Lawrence, I got it. Appreciate you big time. Appreciate you big time. And I'm gonna say shout out also to Brock and SOS Interpreter, because they both sent something today, $5 a piece. And SOS Interpreter said support. Well, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Real talk, y'all. And I want to remind folks, if you want to give something when the Roger Report Live is not on air, you can always hit the Cash App, $, the Roger Report. That's $, the Roger Report, and I'll mention it on the future show if you give it off the air. Of course, the next show. Why not? Why not? So I appreciate the support. And I'm gonna say shout out to Floyd Thompson. He says we have to go back to each one teach one mode. Go to the country on the weekends, taking kids to learn agriculture. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm gonna say that's definitely not a bad idea, because if we got that type of money and we got in position where we could go to some areas, where you don't really have people living there, or just a totally empty town, what they refer to as a ghost town, we could take that risk, and I'm gonna call it a risk, because anytime you have black towns in the future, once they start doing well, they did literally get attacked. So we'll have to see, can we actually live amongst ourselves without being attacked? We might have a better chance today due to the fact there's cameras and televisions and all that type of stuff. So it may work out better today, but we don't really know until we do it. And that's just keeping it real. We won't really know till we do it. And the thing is, who can get the word out that, hey, we're doing this Black Town thing again, so you might as well come through here. Who's going to be able to get that word out, especially in a timely fashion when people are getting their money within this 5-month period? We're going to have to wait 30 days. That's why I say I do think, and y'all tell me if you think I'm wrong, you're going to have about 30% of the people that's going to quit their job. Why? Because they're just not financially educated enough to not know that this is not a sign to quit your job. That's what I really believe. And since Creator was last, that will put it on Tunnel Runner. You got it, brother. Tunnel Runner going once. Tunnel Runner going twice. Tunnel Runner is in the bathroom struggling. He's struggling.
Coconut pancakes.
It's on
Coconut
you, brother.
pancakes.
No,
They did them in, bro.
Call somebody for kidney loss. Those Mexicans got him.
So he gonna come over there and try to corrupt the women.
No, the Mexicans got him. He kept coming over here talking about bragging about his pancakes. They got his ass. Now he's butt naked in a tub of ice in the bathroom.
AL, I ain't see you unmute.
Phone ain't working.
They done got AL too. Going once,
Phone
going
ain't working.
twice.
I
All right,
told
Great Black
y'all.
Reset is on you, brother.
All right. AL Mobile doing what it do. I see that. I
We
see
got three
that.
people in the bathroom together. This is starting to get a little fishy. Great
No,
Black
I'm talking. Hello? Hello?
Reset going once.
Yo.
Reset going twice. We gonna reset.
Now reset
Hey, I can
talking.
do. I can
No,
tell
I
you can
don't
hear
hear
him. You
him.
can hear him.
I don't hear him.
You
No,
don't
you
hear? You don't
don't.
hear Black Reset? Real?
We do
Y'all
not
can
hear
hear
him.
me?
Is he?
Yeah, I
Wow.
can hear you, bro.
We do not hear him.
He's not
Who
talking.
all
I can hear
hears
you,
me?
Black Reset.
Wait. Ask the
He's
chat. Do
not
they hear
talking.
me?
Is he talking?
Ask the
No, he's
ask
not
the
Yes, he's
chat.
talking.
talking right now.
Roger, he
Roger,
is
I hear
not
him.
talking.
Roger, I hear him
Zulu
talking.
and
Ask.
Sims, y'all don't hear shit. Roger gets
Hey,
Go evil, boy.
Afro Vulture,
Reset, I can't hear you, brother. Do your thing.
can
I'm
you hear?
gonna bounce in and out real quick so I can get my audio straight.
Okay, 4 times to say he can hear me. Listen, have you quit your job a little too early? Did you not get your check on time? Call 1-800 Stop Evict. We will stop your eviction. For 25% fee, we will stop your eviction. Yes. Are your children hungry because you quit your job a little bit too early? We got you. We gonna cover our people. We gonna take care of that rent, and the landlord gonna be happy. All you need to do is sign here. I owe you. Stop evict, and I land my plane down.
okay. I guess I'm next. All right. So
Oh, you can hear me the whole time, you some biscuit.
you didn't ask me. You didn't ask me, and I told Shark and Sims they didn't hear you. So that's what happened, right? But then Floyd has to put his 2 cents into everything and talk about we can hear him now. Thank you, Floyd. Thank you for ruining a good prank. But anyway, so here's my situation, man. I really wish we could have like a serious discussion about reparation because this is kind of a serious issue, and it's a very important issue, and just getting a check is just not enough. But since we're here, I do want to say something though. I don't, you know what I mean? You gotta, is 725 really enough money for life changing? I don't think so. And the thing about it is, the real victory is, and which I haven't heard anybody talk about, is to invest the money into the children to not be like us. The jealousy, the envy, the backstabbing, right? Not being able to work together, the hatred amongst one another. The real win would be investing in our children to trust one another, put them in private schools so they learn how to do teamwork and cooperation. Leadership is cool, but leadership only works when you have cooperation. Teaching our children how to cooperate with one another, teaching our girls that okay, the moms weren't shit, and the only way we're gonna get out of this if we work together. And that is the real way you get out of this. And nobody really talked about that. So I'm going to talk about that because no matter how much money you have, if we can't fix that, it doesn't matter. We can have all the great financial plans in the world. Everybody is just one jealousy or envious thing away to blowing this whole shit up. And I'll pass the mic on that.
Well, I'm gonna say shout out to you for that. I think that really truly needs to be considered. Which why I do believe if we actually had some black towns, probably worth the risk to set up some black towns again. And I got to say, real talk, brother. That was fantastic, man. Mr. Ruffin, you
It
impressed
was.
me. That was fantastic. Not just his statement. I'm talking about that move he made, talking about he can't hit Great Black Reset.
Dirty dog.
That was fantastic, bro. That was because you sure fooled me, brother. You sure fooled me.
I was like, no, Roger, no. But then unusual and Shark. I'm like, Shark, y'all hear shit.
And when I heard Great Black Reset say, "Oh, you did it," the whole time I was cracking up. Y'all didn't hear, but I was cracking up. Okay, but in usual business, you got it, brother. You got it.
I kind of had a mindset when it comes to, I don't know, this is me. People say defense, and everything, and I do actually take that tip. That's probably like my highest priority is actually defense. I don't know if everybody ever seen The Dark Knight, where it was some little random white guy. He came up to I forgot what's the Morgan Freeman, the character. I think he was Bruce or whoever the assistant is to Batman. That's right. And the guys came up to him and said, "So you're going to what is it? Blackmail a multi-millionaire who has more money than you, more connections to you, and who beats up people in the street with his bare hands with gadgets that you can't even ascertain or even complex or even think of. And your job is to quote unquote blackmail this individual." And he kind of looked at him and said, "Good luck," right? I kind of had the same mindset when people say, "I'm gonna stay in the United States and just build my wealth in the United States." I don't know if any. I think Black people have to be more students of history than emotional, because at the end of the day, you have seen no society and no group of people once they get their money from whatever people that they were wronged by, they also lead a society too. I'm gonna repeat again. Can any of y'all name me any group of people who has been wronged by said society and then said, you know what, I love these folks so much, I'm gonna actually still have this money and I'm gonna flaunt it in front of them. And I think there's going to be no repercussions that's going to happen to me. I think people need to be actually more mature and actually study history. I know. People say like right to joke that Black people don't read, but we may really want to actually start reading, because once you get your money, that's going to change the relationship between you and the average white man, you and the average Mexican man, and you would just end it with between you and the American system. So those of us who actually understand that and move accordingly will be saved, and their children will be saved. The ones who don't, well, the blade still works, bro. So it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and let that let somebody else finish.
Well,
I,
I'm gonna say, in that, brother, I hear you, but I think AL is absolutely correct. They ain't just gonna let niggas go. They not finna pay us and just let us walk out the country.
I'll be an embargo for the next 10 years.
All they got to do, and it don't take no trouble, they just gonna close down the passport office. That's it. You ain't got to make no big whoop or anything about that. If you don't have a passport right now, we shutting that down right now. As a government, we're taking care of other stuff. So we're gonna shut down the passport office. We trying to get checks out to people. We trying to figure out who owes who what, so we can get that money. Because at the end of the day, their goal will be to get that money right back in white people's hands. So and I'm not saying nobody would get out, but I'm saying realistically, they ain't finna just give us them checks and let us walk away with the money. That ain't America. It'd be something to get the check itself, but to get the check and walk away, yeah, they ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to fight for that one, and that's just real talk. Shout out to Jerome Payne. He says, I would invest. Well, go ahead and say what you want to say. What you're saying, because this is gonna change the subject. Go ahead. If you want to say, you trying to say something.
Harriet Tubman's shipping yards will get you out the country. First stop, Suriname.
See, I'm saying, there you go, bro.
Can I say something real quick?
There you go, bro.
So first of all, AL, bro, he's off his rocker. First of all, the American government is not going to stop you from going abroad. You still pay taxes abroad. I still pay taxes to the American government every day. They're not going to stop you from going abroad. Matter of fact, you go. So the hard part is to get black people to leave. You're gonna pay black people close to $1 million, then tell them to leave America. They're gonna look at you like you got 3 different heads. That's it's gonna be harder to convince black people to leave America with that kind of money, because they ain't gonna leave nowhere.
I mean,
Can
I
I,
don't think most would go because at the end of the day, the average person ain't gonna even know where to go.
Right.
and
So the government don't have to do nothing, because 9 times out of 10, black people are not going to leave white people. They're
The
not.
niggadom that's about to go on in Spain and Brazil, it is gonna be ridiculous.
but a lot of
All y'all
people,
passport spots, oh man, invaded, boy,
uh,
by the sexy reds of the world. You understand?
but
By
a lot of y'all are forgetting. You know how many people have horror stories that about moving to different places in Africa and how them Africans was trying to
Right.
scam them,
Right.
etc. Like they
Right.
don't want you nowhere.
That's black
And a
women,
lot of
brother.
people
I
want to
admit it.
move. A lot of people want to leave America because they can't afford to live in America. So house
Right.
sauce is
Right.
right. Now that you can afford to live in America, you ain't leaving. So our best bets is to buy up some of these companies, go in the Midwest and get them towns, fix them up. We got a lot of laborers, fix them up, and we just chill out there. And like Roger said, we got technology. You know what I'm saying? You could protect yourself. The point is, do you want to protect yourself?
come on.
Now I'm gonna say too, it's gonna be somewhat tricky no matter what, because even if we agree to go buy some particular towns in a particular state, how you gonna get a nigga to work and he got 500,000 in the bank?
That's the
God
key.
damn it,
So look,
Roger. I
that's
ain't think of that
exactly
part
it.
right there.
That's exactly it. That's
It-
why I was saying niggas don't want to farm. They're not gonna want to do all that. So let's be realistic. We don't want to do that now. Your whole purpose for receiving funding is so that you don't have to work. It's all our goals anyway. And nobody proud to want to get up in the morning and have to slave to take their time to make money. No one
Well,
wants to do it
well,
unless it's just
creator,
something you really want to do. Hold on, real
they
quick. I
just
got you.
shipped. They just shipped in what 30 million immigrants. We could bring some of them niggas to our town.
You hear me?
you
There
have
you
some
go.
money to pay him. You have a
There
little
you
money to
go.
pay him.
Exactly. You got a little money to pay them to make you more money. You see what I'm saying? You pay them a little, making the bulk now. So that's what I'm looking at it at. From that standpoint, you're not gonna want to work, bro. You want to sit back. These little niggas want to sit back. I know my kids. I know how they are. They can manage properly, but they're not gonna want to actually physically want to do the work. So we need to be involved in the agriculture. We need to be involved in the politics, in transportation, right, and all of that. But we don't
Bro,
necessarily
you jumped in the
have to be the
line. You
ones
jumped
to,
in the line, bro. You jumped in the
huh?
line. Okay,
It's okay.
jump in the
It's okay. We'll skip him next time. He
Yeah, my
definitely
bad,
jumped
my
the line
bad. Go
because
ahead, go
he
ahead.
went off on that one.
Yeah, but I'm just saying we don't have to be the ones trying to do everything. We just want to be involved and in control,
All right.
some level of control.
Now, shout out to Jerome Payne. He said I would invest in the right black town, but I'll do it. I'll do it from the Philippines. I don't. I don't, and I would never trust Daddy to just leave us alone.
Smart man.
I believe that's a true consideration. And again, y'all, I think that's gonna come down to who already got their passport or not. Now, Hassan saying, you know, they wouldn't stop you from living. But now my thing is, if you don't go to another country and set up a business, what are you sending back to America? You know, and if people just leaving to leave so they just have a decent place to live, to me that sounds like a threat to the American government.
Oh, Roger, let me educate you on some of the facts.
Okay, well,
So,
yeah, please.
all right, okay, so listen. You can leave for tourism and then you come back. The American government ain't gonna stop you from doing that. Number two, if you leave permanently, do you need a temporary residence at least? So you need to start a business. And if you start a business, once that business starts making money and you get much stuff is making money and then you start paying yourself, then once you start making over 6 figures, the American government will begin to tax you, right? And they'll begin to tax you. And you still have to file taxes. Even when your income is zero, you still have to file taxes. And all banks around the world have to report the American's bank account and how much is in there to America, all banks around the world. That's why it's harder for Americans to get bank accounts around the world because banks don't want to do that. So America and very few other countries, no matter where you live, their citizens are still taxed. So it doesn't matter to them if you leave or not. You are still taxed. My
Now,
bank information, even though it's in China, still goes to the U.S.
okay, then that does bring a little light to the situation.
That
So,
man speaks the truth.
shout out to you for that. Shout out to you for that. Well then, if America gonna get paid,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I
You
mean,
get paid no matter what.
yeah, you know what? Get on out of here, you niggers. Get on out. We never really wanted you here anyway after slavery ended. So get on up out of here, you niggers. Yeah, I think the doors will somewhat be open then at that particular point. So yeah, because America is gonna be now they want the money. That's just legitimate. So if they let you go somewhere else so you can eventually give them that money back plus other money because you're running a business because you're
Come
gonna
on.
kind of somewhat have to.
You have
Yeah,
to there more than longer like the average visa is about 90 days.
yeah,
Tourist visa. If you want to stay longer than 90 days, then you need to open a business in that country.
yeah. So now it's like you paying rent and they ain't even got to keep you in the apartment. That's how.
Right.
So yeah, I think America would be cool with that one. If we can get rid of you niggers and get a check, yeah, we good with that. So yeah, I guess we ain't got to worry about Negroes leaving. I guess the American government ain't gonna worry about it. Um, I don't know who turn it was, but I guess we're
Uh,
gonna get
it's reset.
Lord have mercy. I'm surprised you did that because I was just gonna give it to you. All
Oh
right,
no,
well,
it's the
You know
creator,
what?
man. It's
I
reset.
will. I will relent and let usual business have his say.
no.
You supposed to
I
get
was
me,
gonna
nigga.
give it to you because I was thinking it was his turn. I'm just surprised he said it's you after he went through so much trouble to get you skip last time. That's all that was.
I mean, the moment is gone. The
Uh,
moment is.
no, I mean, but shout out to you for that Oscar winning performance, brother. That was
Thank you.
an
Thank
Oscar
you.
worthy performance. Real talk.
Thank you. But the moment is gone.
Go ahead,
Like I
Juju.
said, I actually agree
Matter
with
of fact, we
what
had just
Hassas
heard from usual. It was on Shark. That's what it was.
was
Because
it?
usual
Nah,
had said
I
the
thought it
people.
was.
You said the people would need to leave, and I'm like, yeah, the American government ain't gonna let you leave. And then Hassel just explained why they would like you to leave. So
Okay,
it's
so
on
then
Shark.
it's sharp. Sharp. It's on sharp.
Oh, you're right on
Oh,
Shark.
Uh-oh. Is she Shark in the bathroom now?
Nah, I'm out of the bathroom.
Man,
Yo,
wash your hands, man.
hot
Flush the
sauce,
toilet.
hot sauce. That was some great intel because I never even knew that. I did know that everybody doesn't operate like America. You just can't come into other places and just set up shop. You know what I mean? Think you good, but I definitely didn't know that. But like I said, your best bet is to you got everything in America. Your best bet is to get in the Midwest, open up buy up that land out there, buy up them towns, and just chill out. And the ill part is, everybody like to be where we at.
No, it's no
So,
problem. You can come in and share shop. You just gotta
yeah,
pray. You
we
just
get
gotta
up in
pray,
there,
shop.
we set up shop. Everybody gonna want to come to where we at. So
See,
we just
that's
got to
what I'm
do our
talking
thing.
about. Like, what are we afraid of now? Then,
Bro, you
like,
cutting him
really?
off. Hold on, you cutting him off. You cutting him off.
My bad. My bad. My bad. God damn
So
it.
we get up in there, we set up shop. But the prime thing is, we gotta want to protect our stuff, and that's one thing Black people we do. That's what makes us the illest people in the world. Is we're loving to everybody. Everybody's not like that in the world. But Black people are. That's one thing I love about us is we love everybody. Even people that done us wrong, we still love them, accept them. You niggas inviting white people to the cookouts and et cetera, et cetera. So we just got to get in there and we got to want to protect our stuff. You can come in, you can chill, but ain't acting ill. And I
Yeah.
pass it to creator.
Well, before Creator goes, shout out to No Placeholder. He says renouncing your citizenship does exempt you from taxes, but now that's
I
a
was just
huge
about to say that.
decision. That's a huge decision. Somebody gonna have to make. Are you willing to give up your American
I'll reply.
citizenship, though?
Hell
To that on my
no.
turn. I'll reply to that on my turn.
All right, go ahead, creator.
Nah, go ahead, Hot. Go ahead, brother. Go
No,
ahead,
no,
brother.
no, 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 no. I need to lead by example, brother, because you tripping. So go ahead.
All right. No, I mean, I just wanted to add to what he was saying. I mean, everything he's saying was I couldn't, really disagree with it, and just moving in that direction. So, you know what I'm saying? I kind of got off got off what it is because you kind of threw me off. But at any rate,
Wait,
just
nigga, I
really.
know you're not having a loss of words right now.
You
Into some shit.
know what I'm saying? So I was like, hey, he kind of threw me off because I was really trying to throw it back to him. And he's like, nah, you can have it. I'm like, oh, damn, okay. So I was like, boy, this is a whole new guy here. That's really what I was thinking about. Like, dang, this is a really new guy. He's been like, I don't know. It's been chill. It's been a good experience being on here, man. And y'all
Thank
let
you,
me try
man.
to get
Thank
on
you.
here. But at
Can you
any
say that
rate,
shit again? Say that shit one more time.
so at any rate, we know that they gonna come for us.
That's
We know all this, but we cannot move in a way that, it's like everything we do, you gotta stick your chest out. As soon as you get the barbecue joint, it gotta be your first, last name, son's name, y'all face, all on it. You know what I'm saying? So it let everybody know that you coming. But if you just make a business that serves everybody, not just us, that's what's gonna set us up is the systems that we establish for the future and whatever we do. So whether we are in the city that we feel like we want to be in, which they're, don't forget now that you got money. He said 18,000 for land, and we can get a little deeper, but it's really cheaper. Land, acreages of land in places are so minimal, and that 400, 500, 600, 700, 800 million plus $1,000 house that you build, we build those houses. We're men. Men build them all the damn time. Mexicans ain't the only ones that know how to build a damn house. We know how to do it too, and I know what it costs to build a house. So now, armed with that information, right, we purchase dirt, and then we build whatever it is we want to build on our dirt from the infrastructure down under, meaning our sewer systems and cabling systems and drainage systems and things of that nature, up to the electrical systems that's going to connect your power up top. So we have total capacity. I just think it's the lack of know-how, and we left so much into everybody else's hands. And then we starting to find out that what we left in their hands, these people is actually retarded for real. And I don't know why we even in the first place left certain responsibilities in these people's hands. Now, moving forward in America has been, again, sold out. So we got to, as men, move in a direction that we speak in hypothetical, but this is real deal in the field. I'll land there.
All right. Shout out to No Placeholder. He said, everybody loves you all back, Shark. It's just white people. Now, hopefully that's true. I'm going to say hopefully that's true. And shout out to Shark Sins. He says, civilized hot sauce tax. Well, that's Mr. Ruffin to you guys.
Goddamn right, man. It's Mr. Ruffin to y'all niggas.
All right, Great Black Reset is on you, brother.
And then I next after
him.
You are after
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
You're going in order.
He can get the coconut pancakes right after me, man. You guys are giving some great points. Hot sauce, I want to say, man, you're doing an incredible job. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing now. I just want you to know I'm watching you. Man, I really think we can do. I think we can do this as a black people. And once again, I'm gonna have to agree with Creator, man. Uh, Creator and his type of mind, and he will be a leader in a community like this where we all of a sudden got all this wealth. He'll be the type of person that'll bring brothers together and say, hey, before you start spending your money, you need to take a look at this. Hey, here's an idea. Like, we need brothers like that are going to organize us. We need brothers like Hot Sauce. We need brothers like Usual Business that are going to organize us and say, hey, you need to start this fish farm over here. You need to start this travel business over here. You need to go into real estate. You need to go do this. We need to buy up this town right here. So brothers like this that are up on this panel, these will be the best leaders of your community to help you go forward and keep your wealth. And I would hope that will be the deal, that they will lean on brothers like this. And I'll
Yeah.
pass the mic.
And I'm gonna say shout out to everybody for what he just said. And don't worry about the Roger Report Live. I'll tell you where we all go meet up, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all where we go meet, because we could pick some towns and pick some states. And we can get it rocking. Real talk. I'll tell you where we go meet. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you where we go meet. Tunnel Runner, it's on you.
Yeah, I was going to just say, Hot Sauce was right. You always going to have to pay the leader of the gang 10%, no matter where you go. So even if you get that money, wherever you go, you're going to have to give some money back to the government to get that 10% so they get off your back. And even the countries that are independent don't pay America that 10%. They get taken over. So everybody pays that 10% wherever you go. Otherwise, like you said, you're going to have to go probably you're going to have to get out of the West.
Yeah. Just I want to make it so.
But it's on you. It's on you, brother.
Okay, as an American, when you go abroad, certain countries will not let you open a bank account because of the IRS reporting that they have to do. So, like places like in Switzerland and Hong Kong. Hong Kong, you can still do it, but it's a little bit tricky. But because they don't want to open up their bank records, so they kind of reject Americans. Now, when Tunnel with no placeholder said that you can give up your visa, your citizenship. Well, it's not that simple, because before you give up your citizenship, you got to pick a citizenship. Now, America, you can travel all over the world wherever you want. In about 90 countries, you can travel visa-free, meaning that you can just show up in that country. The places now where you can buy a citizenship and get the passport within a month is $200,000. But there's no more 90 countries you can go and show up. Then the passport that you want that rivals America or even better than America, you need to immigrate there. You need a net worth of $20 million. And then if you're trying to do the African thing, you need to invest $100,000 plus. You need to live there 7 years before you can become a citizen there. So while those 7 years you're waiting, you're still paying American taxes. So I just want to put that out there. Now, the second point I want to say, and thank you, Creator, for saying that. And the second point I want to say is that I've been abroad for 20 plus years. If y'all niggas really think I'm coming back to help y'all are smoking that crap. On that ooh-wee. That's really funny. And I'm going to do some secret shit that ain't nobody going to know about. Because I did not waste 23 years of my black ass life just to come back and start at zero with y'all niggas. And I passed the mic.
Oh, we ain't gonna be at zero. We're gonna be at 724,000.
Y'all gonna be like, what up, who's doing this and that? Nah, I ain't coming back. Okay, I'm gonna come at the border, pick up my check at the border, I'll be right home back.
I'm about to say, he's not even coming to the country, but he said, "Hey, throw my shit over the line.
Throw my shit over the. You know how the guy watches you down? You throw my shit in the paper plane, fly that shit over the scanner, and I'm gone.
Nah, I don't need to see y'all. Just throw that shit over the line, bro.
Shout out to Bucket, man. He said, appreciate the message, Roger Eugene. Keep up the great work. Now, I don't understand how my last name became Eugene, but I'm gonna take it. That must be a mix with somebody special. Okay, I'm gonna take the Eugene. I don't know what it means, but I'm gonna take the Eugene. Okay. Usual business is on you unless somebody can tell me what the Eugene is. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say actually, it's some places that you can go. I'm gonna list off a few places necessarily. Yeah. South Africa is a place that if you wanted to invest necessarily, you would take your money to South Africa. You can get that passport very, very quickly, and the government is very corrupt, and you can also pay. You can get your passport. Brazil is also an A1 country. With those two passports, you can pretty much travel the entire world to Russia, China, and all the places you will actually want to be. Uh, what else? What else? I think what country would you actually want to get? You actually want to get you a Jamaican passport. Crazy enough. Crazy enough. Actually, the Jamaican passport is actually pretty decent, necessary, right? For most South American and Caribbean countries, actually. So there's a lot of countries you would actually want to look into if you were going to give up your citizenship and actually look into this. But that's actually you taking the time, taking the research, and actually understanding what a plan. If you go into these things half cocked, you will the F, like they say, was that proper? Was it proper performance? Well, however they say the proper performance, you will basically not have everything in order. But if you actually take your time, go to the things and actually study, you can find the said country that you can actually go to and set up and be financially wealthy. And just because you go into another country with USD, that's going to triple your finances 3 times over. So, hey, I'd rather do that necessarily, but that's me though.
You know what? I'm gonna throw out there real quick. Now, y'all say financially wealthy, and y'all been kind of talking somewhat around that. What's the percentage of the population y'all think is gonna even be trying to become wealthy? We got a $724,000 check. You just had to be a FBA and 18 years old. That was your only qualification. So you got the check. So who amongst us is gonna say, "Hey, let me take this money to get wealthy with"?
You
Top
already
20%.
wealthy. No, you're already wealthy at 700 liquid. You're wealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is momentarily though.
Yes, momentarily, but what you do, how keep it. Well, I mean that's the thing, right? The wealthy people stress more about how to keep the wealth than to earn wealth, right?
So when these checks come, how many black folks y'all think is gonna be trying to truly figure out how to actually create some wealth and keep some wealth? You know, because it's a lot of people who have put money into a bad plan, but who gonna really try to keep this wealth going?
But that's what
I
I
would
was
say
trying to
30%.
say. That's what I was saying
No,
earlier. A
very
lot of
few.
black people, a lot of Americans aren't even knowledgeable at that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's
Like
stressful. It's
niggas,
stressful. Yeah,
niggas get money and they gonna open up eyelash places. They gonna
yeah.
open up all kinds of dumb shit or burger spot. Like all, and at the end of the day, everything has been invented in America. You got to have an ill mind to bring a product to America that the Americans need. If you don't get a superstar to endorse it, you know what I mean. So it's going to be hard if you don't have the knowledge the knowledge to know how to do it. But what I was going to say also is that's why I get so mad when I see these when they was bringing these immigrants in, because I was telling niggas ain't no place in the world where you could just go and set up shop and be good, nigga. Only in America you could do that shit, and they owe us money. So can't no nigga ain't nobody coming over here until we get our money.
Well,
I didn't even know the stuff that these fellas just told me about. You can't do this there, and you gotta wait 7 years here, and you gotta have all that money before. Like that's crazy. You could come to America with a goddamn book bag and 3 cigarettes and become a citizen in a week.
Well,
In
Crazy
order
when you think about it, ain't it?
to say,
you can be a resident, not a citizen, but green card and stuff like that. You can open up You can open up a business with zero capital. Yeah, yeah. America does make it easy to open business for immigrants. That's true.
yeah, and how do you tell niggers we can't pay you when we got to feed these immigrants?
I'm buying bread. I'm buying bread from a Saudi Arabian who ain't got no green card, no nothing.
Bruh, as a country, we cannot keep telling you we can't pay you and not have some immigrants to show for it. We got to feed the immigrants. You know,
Crazy,
you
man.
you don't want them to die, do you?
Hot
You
Well,
sauce
know?
pissed me off with that information. I appreciate the information, hot sauce, but that shit pissed me off, man.
well,
But that's how the game go, y'all. That's how the game go.
All right.
Some bullshit.
All right. Well, creators on you. Oh, creator in the bathroom, y'all. Creator going once.
Nigga taking the doo-doo.
Creator going twice. Creator is occupied. Great back reset is on you, brother.
Oh, man, I think the show's
Can
been.
y'all hear Great back reset?
No, I don't hear him.
Nope.
This
Nope.
y'all
I heard a little bit.
I hear that nigga.
I hate y'all niggas.
Tell him to shut his phone off. Tell him to shut his phone off and come back.
Oh no, you know, we should. Hold on. Next time, hold on. What's that dude's name? Who else? Can you hear me? Next time you ask me, y'all should just say no. Insightful Truth.
Inspired Truth, right?
Inspired Truth. Yeah. Can y'all hear me? No.
All right, we might pull that one too. Great back reset. Go ahead, brother.
I don't like y'all, man. I swear I don't like y'all, man. Golly.
Great
But yeah,
back
man.
reset. You can go if you want.
I don't like you, Roger, at all. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there. The fact that you're laughing.
I apologize. I really apologize. But Roger, do you see I still do?
What'd you say?
Do you see I still do in the chat?
Yeah. I see that.
I know that's your homeboy, but when the Inspired Truth come, you might need to time this man out.
Just to make sure, just to keep it straight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna relinquish my time, man. Y'all too funny, man. Y'all go ahead, man. God damn.
Don't worry. I'll get my man's on code. He gonna know the drill. All right. Chap has decided to join us at 2 hours and 45 minutes into it, but he's decided to join us. So, Champ, great to see you, brother. Great to see you. You got the mic. What you got for us, brother?
What's going on? I've been listening to you guys for the last 2 hours, and I just want to say this for everybody on this panel.
Now, this is not a joke. Do y'all hear Champ?
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear him.
I don't hear him.
Roger, can you hear me?
I don't hear him.
No.
I don't hear him.
I'm saying it seriously.
No.
Can anybody hear me?
No, tell him to say something real quick, Roger.
Champ.
Yeah, say something.
I can hear you, Raj. Can you?
I can hear him.
I don't hear shit.
Okay.
I don't hear shit.
You don't hear? Can you hear me?
Usual, can you actually hear him?
I can actually drop down and come back.
Yeah, tell him bounce.
Yeah, man. Your phone messed up, man. If you talking.
Yeah, that Obama Wi-Fi. Bro, you might have to drop down and come back.
Yeah. And come right back. Hold on.
Come back in 15 minutes. Come back in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
We try it again.
Did you actually hear him?
Yes. No, I don't hear him. No, tell him he needs to drop. If you can hear us, drop.
No, if we can't hear him, that's us, not him. As usual here.
Yeah, drop down and come back, bro. Drop down and come back.
Okay, let me drop down. I'll come right back.
Champ, I ain't hear nothing you saying, bro. I'm dead serious. I'm not even joking right now. I don't hear nothing.
Okay, then let me drop
Usual
down.
say he can hear you. Ain't nobody else said they can hear you.
We can't hear shit.
No, we can't hear shit.
He must have called Usual directly.
Yeah.
I got the time.
Come back.
I can't see.
Usual, did you actually hear him?
Yeah,
Yes, I heard him.
Yeah, we
Of course we did.
Okay, because I ain't hear nothing. I was dead serious. I didn't hear him at all.
Oh, man.
Y'all tell. What? Wait a minute. You know what? You know what's so tough about this? Here come Afro Merchant talking about y'all bogus. You ain't say nothing that you can hear.
Y'all dudes is hilarious, B.
Because
I knew you was I knew Black Reese was gonna do this shit, bro.
Boy, y'all some terrible people, man. I created some monsters. Y'all some terrible people. You know, I thought this was the brotherhood. Okay, I thought this was the brotherhood. Look,
You guys hear
champ.
me now?
I can't hear you. These other niggas could. So I'm gonna reset my stuff again because they hear you. So go ahead. I'm gonna hear you on another device, but. Do your thing, brother. My bad. These brothers are getting out of control. They're getting out of control.
We are a brotherhood. All the brothers stuck together just then. We all stuck together.
It's just a prank. Jesus. It's just a prank. I just want to say, this is a very good subject and everything else, and everybody has the right idea and everything else, and what we should do with the money and everything else. Now, I know some of these people are unfortunately going to go up there and spend on some foolish stuff and everything else. For me, I'm acquiring some land. That's what I want to do, and just try to live an example like the Amish people and everything else, and just build our own community and everything else. I'm just going to land it right there.
Champ, I apologize, brother, but it was too easy. I apologize. It was just.
Hey, shout out hold on. We got a super chat. Shout out to Afro Merchant. He said, "This is why you niggas not getting reparations." oh my God.
Wait, but real talk though. They owe us that bread, but they also owe niggas land too, man.
Yeah,
like,
really. That's the
they
thing.
really do owe us land, bro.
Yeah, they owe us the land and everything, and so that's why I was saying to myself, my reparation is just having land, a community, and everything else, and just growing some, just having agriculture, just grow some farm and everything else.
We'll take the Amazon.
Yeah,
I'll take half the Amazon for payment, bro.
Mm-hmm.
No, but agriculture would be good. But the thing about it, agriculture is that we need to really buy from ourselves. If we can buy from ourselves, then we could really. Then I would say agriculture would be something I would invest in America. That would bring me back. I would say that if we made like a pledge to like do agriculture and buy from one another, like I sell chicken. Usual sell beef, somebody else
vegetables,
does like fruit, and another person does vegetables.
Yeah. Because one of the reasons why
we supply our own supermarkets, right? Farm to table supermarkets, black farms to black tables. Then
definitely.
Black farms to black tables. Oh, I love that shit. That sounds kind of good. Black farm to black tables. Why?
Black farm to black table. That's a very good
slogan
right there. Slogan.
I'm saying that's a hell of a slogan, boy. You see, you have a gold and black paint on that motherfucker. See what I'm saying? Oh, bro. Oh, yeah, but that should be with a gold
plate. So say for example, I have a farm, Sims has a farm, Reset has a supermarket, and we supply him with the goods. You know what I mean? Like organic, fresh, and then everybody goes there and shop there. Bring your EBT cards, bring whatever cards, rich, all classes of people, like diets that are made specifically for the black genes, right? Black farms to black tables.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now, if you guys are not interested in doing something like that, you can maybe buy a franchise, like a small coffee franchise and everything else.
But we gotta have our own. We gotta have our own.
Gotta have your own.
But you gotta have your own.
Like even Doritos, right? So like he raises the corn. So he provides the corn to the black Doritos for the corn chips. You see what I'm saying? And then he manufactures the corn chips and then send it to Black Reset grocery store, and then everybody buy that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That I'm with that.
Yeah, I'm with that right there. Because this is how
you have a closed. Do you have a what is it? You have a closed horizontal network, right? You have farmers.
Yes, exactly.
You have the farmers. You have the distributors. You have the consumers, all controlled by black operators.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna grow the cotton because y'all niggas need some hoodies. You know, niggas love hoodies. Niggas love a hoodie.
Man, I want to say shout out to all y'all. I swear for God, what just happened to Champ was great. I should have did that to him, and I feel bad that it wasn't my idea to do it to him. That it actually happened where I couldn't. And that's nothing against you, Champ. It was just the fact that you was just a new latest person to come up. So the fact that everybody just kind of rolled with it, man. And
We
that
all had to
does,
play our part, bro.
yeah, that said some unity, man. That was some unity right there. So shout out to all y'all for that. Okay. But back to it, I do think yes, at the absolute best. And shout out to Afro Merchant who did say, "Y'all bogus. Are we? Are we? We treat them like family. You wouldn't do that to somebody who ain't family. You know what I'm saying? So he get it. He get it. But yeah, ownership is definitely gonna have to be in place. Okay, ownership gonna definitely have to be in place. It's an absolute necessary thing. I just do think I just wonder, are we gonna be willing to take the risk? Because I do believe if we have that type of bread, and white folks understand how much it means for that amount of people to have that type of money in a liquid form, that means a lot. So are they gonna really just kind of let us do our thing? Or are they really gonna do a bunch of stuff to intercept it? And I'm gonna say I would expect big companies to start putting they'll buy something so they can put up a loan store there. They're gonna try to make some deals. Now, are we gonna do business with them? Is gonna be the question.
Right.
Hell no.
Hell, it's not gonna happen.
No. But the thing about it is, this is what we learned in business school. The two reasons why, well, okay, the biggest reason why the economy fails is actually because there's too many Walmarts. Big corporations destroy the local economy.
They do.
You have a better,
They
you have a
do.
better
They really
economy.
do.
You have a better economy. You have a safer town when you have a bunch of small businesses. When you have a Walmart puts out 10 different businesses. The local hardware store goes out of business. The local clothing store goes out of business, and the furniture store goes out of business. It is better for the economy if everybody had if everything, like, one-stop shops are horrible for the community. It's better to not have one-stop shops because that way the money flows equally in it's distributed equally so everybody can make a living, everybody can pass things down, right? So like if Reset has the hardware store, Champ has the clothing store, things like that,
Yep.
and it's passed down generation to generation, everybody's employed, nobody is mega rich, but can you make $1 million? Absolutely. But nobody's like billionaire status rich, but everybody's wealthy, like great
Exactly.
schools and things like that. Like I know you guys talk about when women came to work, but I would say that the biggest thing that destroyed the economy and jobs was mega stores, Target, Walmart, things like that.
No,
Yep.
I think that's a totally legitimate point. And I'm gonna say if black
Mm-hmm.
people did actually start moving to one town, I think that group of black people would be smart enough not to be messing with the other places that came to quote unquote get the business. You know what I'm saying? I think that particular group of black people, if we all, say went to Nebraska, just throwing a state out there, we all went to Nebraska and started loading up in Nebraska, and then here come KFC. I think if we specifically did that, the majority of us will understand. We just don't buy KFC. We
Yeah.
can't stop them from buying the property per se. You can pay taxes in this location that you in, but we ain't shopping with you.
Oh, but if we buy the town, that means the mayor, the councilman, and stuff like that. You don't get the permits. You don't give them the permits.
Right. It's true.
Now
Yep,
I
you can
mean,
give them,
that's right.
you give them the permits because they gonna
No,
pay for it, and then we
no,
still don't do it. Well, I'm saying if a particular group of people came in with the goal of getting away from the white folks, that group of people
Roger,
should be smart enough not to buy the
Roger,
KFC.
Roger. It never stops with the blowjob. It never stops with the blowjob.
Okay.
I'll concede your point, brother. I'll concede your point. Yeah, because that would be a good sign though. If we just wouldn't sell them a permit or whatever the case is. Yeah, we just won't even let you build here. That would be a great thing for for us to show as a show of solidarity to each other. We ain't gonna even let you build here.
Kissing does lead to sex.
Now, well, now I'm gonna say this though. Now, you're actually gonna have to make a decision too, because if we are known that we just not letting white folks in, well, then white folks gonna say, well, hey, we just don't mess with that state no more.
Cool.
That's gonna be the other side of that.
No. We could let white folks in, but we got to get in there first.
No. White folks can spend with us.
Yeah.
They can't make
They
money.
can't stay there.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying.
Yes.
If KFC try to come in and we don't let them in, and then say Burger King do the same thing, eventually they're gonna figure out, oh, they just ain't gonna let us in at all. They're gonna figure that out.
No.
I think Hot
What
Sauce
would
is
be even
saying
better?
I think Hot Sauce is saying Burger King can come, but Walmart and Kmart,
No.
shit like that.
Listen.
Can't come.
No, listen. You let. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Okay, what I'm saying is, under no circumstances, one-stop shops should not come in. Under the perfect circumstances, none of them should come. But under no circumstances, one-stop shops. And what I'm saying is this: white people can come, they can spend money, but they can't make money off us. Like Chinatown. That's all I'm saying. Like Chinatown.
No, I'm good with that. But because our relationship is very different in this country, what I'm saying is people eventually gonna say, well, we ain't gonna do certain things because we can't get in there. Now, I'll say a Burger King, I'll change that a little bit, because if it was a Burger King franchise owned by a black person, might be a little bit different. You see what I'm saying? A little bit different.
Well, hold on. This what I'm trying to tell. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Right. This is our little town. We're making money. We're profiting off of what the town is doing. You let KFC or Burger King or whoever comes in. What you do is you boycott it until that franchise goes out of business. Now we got a cheap business. You just you pull a mom and pop chicken shop in there. They already set it all up anyway.
Hey man, this dude is diabolical, boy.
Yeah, because I mean, but white people will still make money off of us. They'll still make money off the interest off the banks, and then like for example, maybe Champ has a movie theater, right? He still has to pay for the movies, right? So Universal's gonna make some money in the town, right? Because we're gonna still watch all types of movies and Netflix.
Niggas love
We still buying chicken from Tyson if our chickens ain't producing enough. They still getting stuff, but yeah, you let them come in with their franchises. You boycott the franchise, and now it don't pass all the inspections and everything.
Yeah. Oh, that's
You
diabolical. Yo,
come
that's
on, bro.
Well, that's what I was going with at first, to let them in and just boycott them. But then you was
no.
you know,
Here's the better play. Here's the better play. You let them in. You let them build the store. Then you send the inspection. Or you send Zulu in there and talk them to death about how they feel all these fucking. And then
sent me in finally.
And let that nigga talk a mile a minute. And then they just say, fuck it. Now we got a freestanding business. Now the regular mom and pop shop got the
the infrastructure of the store.
But we gotta put something on that. Usual business will have to accept the bribe money. You gotta accept the bribe money.
You already, you know I'm gonna fold.
No. You accept the bribe money, and you still don't let them in. You still don't give them.
Of course, hey, bro, I'm gonna tell them the best place to go that's located at, right?
All you need to do is say, Zulu, this is your time to talk for unlimited amount of hours.
And you know how we gonna make some big money? Eventually, one of them will sue. We'll go to, they're gonna go through our court system, and we gonna know Usual took the money. That's part of his job. You know what I'm saying? They not
I'm
gonna
gonna funnel the
know
money back.
that we know Usual took the money. So now we make money off the court system too. So boom, we good to go. Yeah,
Yup,
yeah,
and
you know.
guess what? When Burger King take us to court, ain't nothing but niggas in the jury.
Got a black judge, black jury, and we gonna hear every statement, y'all guys. We gonna make this a week and a half long of presenting every fact we want to present.
So
And
y'all
we
Bro.
feel
already know Usual
From
took
black
the money.
fawn to black tables, boy. From black fawn to black tables.
so y'all
Yeah.
proving that given the opportunity, you would do exactly the exact same thing that them suckers is doing.
No. Because when they come to visit, they come to visit our cultural parks. They come to visit our amusement parks. We're gonna treat them with respect. We're not gonna say no dogs allowed. We're gonna treat them with respect. We're gonna collect their money, and we're gonna make sure that all races of people have a great time. Right?
Absolutely.
Chinatown, bro.
Yeah, there we go.
They can come to hotels. They ain't gonna be the after sun when the sunset niggas. You're not gonna be there. No, we're gonna treat them with respect. Right? Like when they come to years for shipping, for when they want to go on fishing trips and shit like that. Because we're gonna have tourism, we're gonna have amusement parks. When they want to invest, we'll tell them how to invest. Because we can make money with everybody, but everybody the making money off us, that shit is shut off.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say real quick, they shouldn't have been trying to bribe Usual in the first place. That's all I'm saying. They shouldn't have been trying to bribe him in the first place.
We're gonna pull
I don't know. I don't know about y'all. I'm opening up Mimi's haberdasheries, and there's gonna be no dogs and no Mexicans. I don't know about that.
Like our nature walks, our whitewater rafting, our Six Flags Great Adventures, our version of Disney World and Universal Studios. We're gonna have all that shit.
There you go. Our version of
call it La
amusement
La
parks. Hell, our version of our own Neverland if you want to
Right?
do that.
And we're gonna have like 4 universities, 2 all-girl universities, 2 all-boy universities. It's
Yep.
gonna have the best sports games the world has ever seen.
Man, now you talking. Now you talking. You got me wanting this shit right now.
And if you want to put it on your television station, we'll make a great deal with you. We'll make a great deal.
Yep, we have our own radio stations, we have our own TV stations, local, but it's cool. You know what I mean? And everybody's welcome to visit, right? But like every person that comes into our town, they got to come at the border. You got to exchange the U.S. currency for hot sauce currency with my face on all
There
the
you
fucking.
go.
There you go.
There you go. I ain't mad at it.
Well,
I
by
ain't
then
mad
it'd
at
probably
it.
be a coin. By then it'd be a coin. So we just trade it in for, you know what I'm saying? We trade it in for a coin.
Yeah.
Back by gold.
We don't deal in Bitcoin. We deal in black coin over here. You gonna have to go through the exact.
Just like how Hong Kong is, right? Yeah, actually, just be like how Hong Kong. Like you have the renminbi and you have the Hong Kong dollar, right? So the renminbi is from mainland China, and then in Hong Kong they use the Hong Kong dollar. So that's it. We just have our own currency. That's it. Like same thing with like Singapore. It's a small city state. That's what we would do. We would be a Singapore inside of America.
Okay. Y'all, well, we are 7 minutes past the 3-hour mark, and while y'all on the high, I'm gonna stop it right here because we on the high right now. Everything's rolling real smooth, real good. I think we have a chance. That's all I'm gonna say. I think we have a chance. They just gonna give us the money, and I think they should actually think about giving us the money because if we got to pay them their debts back, y'all can get paid. I mean, it'll work out real well for everybody right now. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. White folks, this could even work for you. Go and cut the check already. Go and cut the checks. Y'all, it's been a great show. If you're new here, subscribe to the Roger Report Live if you like the best content on social media. We do all type of interesting stuff here every day. Of course, we're gonna have some more interesting stuff coming tomorrow. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good because that's the only way we do it around here. 9 a.m. Chicago time, not where you happen to be, y'all. We do this at 9 a.m. Chicago time, Monday through Friday. I will see y'all next time around. Long live the habitual line steppers. I'm Roger. I'm right. And I'm out.